very best. It's yours truly, Jazzy Fizzle, Fizzle, Fizzle. And this is Instinct Radio, man. Tune in, baby. Oh, boy.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? This is the Mica Nicole show, and I'm at Instinct Radio. Let me just get this out of the way. You know, y'all should have the Instinct Radio app if you ain't. You know, it's cool to watch on Facebook, but go on and download the Instinct Radio app, and then you get to see all the great shows that Instinct got going on. I'm here for the Mica Nicole show. Mica Nicole is out. She probably being fast and grown. What's going on, Pat Bush? What's going on, Riding the Scales? Welcome, welcome. So, you know, if I look a little nervous, I'm sweating, then it's because I'm nervous and I'm sweating. I got a couple of guests who coming. We're going to do a little something, something. I know, I said, hey, Pat, stop playing. I am here at the studio. I'm going to let my beautiful producer say her name because, I'm going to just call her Miss Key because she'll fuss at me if I say it wrong. So she's going to help me get through this. Can you say hello to my audience there, pretty lady?
Hello, audience. My name is Yanette, Y-N-E-T-T-E. Make sure
y'all get it right now. Don't be getting me in trouble. So I'm here. Hey, what's up? What's up, Peggy? What's up? Ooh, I feel like I'm sweating. Do I look like I'm sweating? Do I look like I'm nervous? All right, I got a couple of guests. But hey, like I said, this is the Mica Nicole show, and y'all should see, depending on what you're looking at, y'all should see a couple of things. We're gonna talk about. I got a couple of gentlemen coming in. We're gonna talk some men stuff because I see, you know, she got a lot of ladies. So we're gonna talk about men, and they're those that raise their own children. And so we're gonna talk about that. Can you tell him how to get in, please? And we're just gonna talk about stuff. So I'm gonna have some guys here for y'all to ask questions, and we're gonna make it do what it do. Yeah, I'm real nervous. I ain't never did a show. I ain't did a show in a long time without a door behind me. It's 3 or 4 doors that way, but none here. So, you know, like I said, this is the Mica Nicole show. It's every Saturday from 12 to 2, and I am co-hosting it today. So how y'all doing, peeps? How y'all doing? My name is DVP. For those of y'all who've never seen me before, I don't know how you missed it. Hey, Tam, what's going on, sis? And, you know, so as we go on, we're going to talk. Hey, Tijuana Van Neely. When you get ready, I'm going to post up some numbers if you want to call or comment. The number is 478-569-6474. Y'all got that? It's 478-569-6474. That's where we're gonna go from there. So, how y'all feeling today? It's a kind of wet day today. You know, it's been 100 degrees lately, and it's she's gonna help me get him in here. He ain't lost. Which is that? Okay. So, and that's what we're doing. So let me just tell you a little bit about me. I'm gonna be a co-host for Mica Nicole. We're gonna do a couple of interviews. Hey, Christina. So if you got things you want to know about Mica Nicole, or you know, even me, I ain't gonna tell y'all I'm an open book because that would be a lie. I will answer some questions, just depending on how deep the question is. Come on and have a seat for me, young man. Just pick your seat anywhere. Pick your seat anywhere. So yeah, here my first guest. As you can tell, you know I got a thing about brothers with beards.
Hey.
What's up, Tan? What's up? So this is my new partner, Tremaine Santiago. I actually, let's see, I guess I met you maybe 3-4 weeks ago, and we just finally had a talk a couple of days ago.
We met like 3-4 weeks ago because I was you had me you slowed up my operation. So I was messing with you, but we really didn't have a chance to politics. So then we met again. We actually had a chance to sit down and chop it up for a little bit.
Yeah, so you know, ain't nothing. Ladies, I'm telling y'all now, don't look at me because I ain't single. But the other dude, I ain't gonna say nothing about it because I don't like to put people out there.
Don't do me like that now. Don't have these people looking for me like that.
I'm just saying. So, you know, and he was one, we talked for a minute, you know, just doing what grown men do. And it was a lot of exchange. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little bit older than him, but he was sharing some information with me, and I was sharing some with him, so it was all good. What's up, little bro Ian? Where you and your young lady at? By the time you start watching. So, Tremaine, I'm gonna let you give you a quick introduction about yourself. Cause actually, you know, I brought you here for a specific reason.
I see. I feel like it's a setup. I feel like
come on, close to the mic. Now, don't get me in trouble.
I feel like you gave me half information, man. I really do.
I gave you enough. I gave you the address, right?
Right. That's it. So I don't know what I'm walking in here.
I gave him the address. He showed up.
So
you need to what to him, Tam? I'm kind of confused. Hold on. Go ahead. Tell us who you are, bro.
All right. So
I already know.
My name is Tremaine Santiago. A little bit about me. I do IT. As you guys already know, I have a daughter. She's 3. I'm single.
Single.
You know, you guys.
I'm gonna wait for that one. I'm gonna wait.
Well, I'm gonna explain it a little later for you. So that's pretty much just short it about me, man. I love my daughter. Now I hustle out of this world, so I got a couple of side hustles, so I'm always busy. So my free time is a little bit limited, but it is what it is. But that's me. I'm pretty laid back, man. Ask me whatever. I'll let you know right now. I tell people this all the time. I'm going to give it to you the same way you gave it to me. So if you give it to me rough, I'm going to give it right back to you rough. If you give it to me nice, then I'm going to give it back to you nice. So with that being said, that's me.
Hold on, what a bail at, just in case I need to tap out. Just in case I need to tap out, because I might be a tad bit scared. As the host, I'm going to hold this close to me. I ain't going to share this with the group. So, you know, me and my man Tremaine, we was talking because we got a couple of experiences. So, and I want y'all to talk to other people, because I know, you know, those of y'all who watch me, y'all know I'm always talking to y'all, ask me to bring in some other guys. So, hey, I brought y'all a guy in, you know what I'm saying? Got an eye candy, got a job. All I'm saying. So understand this though, ladies, and we're gonna get into this later. When I understand the phrase about keeping a woman happy, but I'm gonna tell you this now, real talk. A man who got his shit going on, hey, that's a treasure, because we listen to y'all talk. It's a bunch of job dudes out there. So a man who got his shit going on, he got a job, he got everything going. We know what we got. We don't have to settle for anything. And don't think that brothers who got it going on will sleep with any and everybody, because we can be choosy. Just putting that out there. So when y'all say guys like this, understand who you're dealing with. Sometimes you need to change up your sources.
Absolutely. Fish in your pond.
You know what I'm saying? You understand. See, and it's cute when women always say, oh, you got to know your worth. Well, see, a real man who building a kingdom, he knows his worth, and he ain't going to settle for just anything to be with anybody. So if you don't come correct, sometimes real grown-ass men, they can be just a little bit rude, because some ladies are too aggressive, thinking that just because you got a little spot, that you the catch of the day. Grown man with benefits and all the other good stuff, it's a lot of fish trying to get hooked on the hook. That's all I'm saying.
Being cute ain't it no more.
It ain't.
That's just ain't gonna get you there.
Because there's a lot of cuties around everywhere.
You cute, I get you that. So you got to do a little bit more than be cute.
We want a little conversation. We want to see that you got some empire building qualities. Oh, that goes Lysandra. What's up, Dennis? Hey, sis. Hey, Bonnie. What's going on? I'm sorry, Mico. So what I want to talk about, we touched on this a little bit last week when we were saying about how women in general are a little bit more careless in the dating scene when it comes to bringing guys around their kids. And it came up that guys are really protective of their children when they first start dating. And so then when I just happened to talk to him, and he hit me with the fact that he was raising his daughter, like I said, because I knew of him, but we never really talked. So what we want to talk about with you is how do you approach dating since you got daughter? And you got full custody, right?
No.
I'm sorry,
actually I split it with them.
Okay, you got split custody, but you got her a lot.
Yeah.
You know, you check out his page. This brother did some YouTube shit to learn how to do hair. You know what I'm saying? That's on a whole different level. See, he ain't just playing. He ain't just playing, Dad. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm about this.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm about this.
When a man YouTube to learn how, and he showed me a picture, he doing his daughter's hair and she going to sleep. That mean he wasn't hurting that tender head.
Right. That's when you know you arrived. When she get in your lap, you start doing her hair. Next thing you look down, her head get heavy, and she's knocked out. Yeah,
because
Daddy winning over here. Yeah. My hair game level just went up to 1,000. I'm in this thing.
What's up, Katrina? What's up, Lysandra? What's up, Doug? How come I don't see that on that one? Is this one? So I like to speak to my people. So tell me a little bit about how you go about dating as a single dad, knowing that your daughter's around.
Okay, so understand this. You're not meeting my kid. Let's call it what it is. I'm just, I hate how that sounds, but that's the best way I can give it to you. And one of the hardest things about me with dating is women start off about when they understand that I have a daughter and they see that I'm that active with my daughter. The one thing that they say is, I can be a great mother for her, or I can step up to the table and help you out a lot. And not trying to be funny when I say this, but I've been doing this since she was 1. I don't really need your help in that aspect. If you happen to meet my daughter, then we've established that bond, because my daughter needs consistency. She's going to need a consistent body in her life. So if we're going down that road, you're going to have to be here in and out. Even if we go away, that's the relationship that you have with my daughter still need to maintain. And if I can't trust that you would do that, then we're not dating. And a lot of women don't understand that. They want the full package as quickly as we meet. And
they don't want to put the work in.
And I'm not about that. So when I see that's your mentality, we're never going to reach a same page where we're going to be able to get this train out the station. So at that point, you have to make a decision. Either do I risk my daughter's happiness and bring these multiple bodies and inconsistent faces around her, or do I just let it burn and focus on building that relationship with my daughter while hoping to find someone that actually can come to in my life on that same page? So my process of elimination with women right now is very quick, because I can ask you a few things and I can pretty much tell mentally what you're trying to do.
Right.
And if that doesn't meet the picture that I'm trying to form, then what we're gonna do? We can be friends, but we're not gonna be able to get this train out of the station.
If you can't see him, what you need to do is slide the chair around here, bro.
Man, what you got me doing all of these changes?
You ain't, come on, you
have this set up before
see, they can see you right there. Listen, if you can't see him, what you need to, but this is, you know what? Check this out. What y'all need to do is, I appreciate y'all being on the Random Thought page, but go to the Darren Peter page. You can see him then.
Darren Peter page?
Yeah.
All right, give me a second. Let me do some housekeeping.
Well, they can still see you, bro.
Well, I know that.
But hey, I just want to see. I see LA Pink is in the house, and I'm a brand ambassador. Y'all see what I got going? And my man trying to get there. He gonna level up, Pink. He live in our neighborhood, so
I think I'm doing. I think I'm doing all right.
What I said, we're gonna push you up another level. You know what I'm saying? You finna come to a new neighborhood. Cause the lady show asking about you, so I just. Oh yeah. What's up, Bo Red? Doug, really, you gonna harass me on the show about my bathroom door, Doug? You know what I'm saying? I thought I was gonna let that go. But anyway, but ladies, y'all hear what he's saying? And I'm a co-sign with that, because when I was single and my kids with me, a lot of what I did as far as women, it was based on them. And understand this: at 20, what we do; at 30, what we do is different. The more responsibilities we take on, the more serious we become. And it seemed like a lot of women willing to bring guys in too quick to see if they're ready for that life. Whereas men, we eliminate a whole lot quicker, because we don't have time. We don't have time to be that player we was in the 20s.
That's not cute.
Right. When we want to be an active part in our kids' life, we want them to know how women should act, how a man should act, so they get it.
Absolutely.
And you know, a lot of times when some of y'all over-evaluating or overvaluing yourself because you don't bring to the table good stuff, and y'all say, oh, it's just, hey, one something to tell you about, I ain't spoken to him about this, but tell you something about most grown-ass men. See, a grown-ass man can have dog tendencies. If we see you ain't good for the cause, we'll make you a one-hitter quitter and let you go. Because that's what you put out. See, he wasn't sure how to say that. Like I said, and we ain't even had this conversation, but see that laugh, that was pure guilt right there, because you know what I'm talking about. And you got to understand that we don't want to bring, before I got married the second time, it was 2 girls I was deep into. So we spent a weekend with my son, because I wanted him to tell me what he thought. Because what he thought was way more than anything else, because to me they were pretty much even. I was like, which one could you see? Which one do you feeling the most? You know what I'm saying? I need for him to cook, because y'all know I don't cook. So let's just see what you got. And you know, he said, hey,
I can cook.
I can't cook.
My kitchen game is amazing. So,
hey,
you know, you got to do something else.
Wendy's is my side chick.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Wendy's my side chicken. Hey, Katrina, no.
Let's get it. Let's go.
Wendy ain't going nowhere. Wendy ain't going nowhere. And when Wendy act you up, I go to Crystal. You know what I'm saying? So we got to understand it. See, because I will work. I can go buy something. But as far as me going into the kitchen to me is just another storage closet. I mean, hey man, let me sit here.
Can you boil water? Can you at least get the water ready?
No. But what I can do,
move on.
Hey, I make a mean bowl of cereal. I'm here with some peanut butter and jelly. Just saying. So if you're looking for a man that can cook, see, I'm not the guy for you. I can get some shit cooked, but I'm not finna cook. But seriously, when we start talking about what it is you got to do for a man, understand men are in different categories. A man with no kids is way different than a man with kids. A man with kids is most of the time is on a much different mission. Because we want to have a comfort level. And if we got to always go out sometimes, that means we can't never really relax, because we got to get back home. And we don't want, what's up, law-abiding citizen? And we don't want to bring people to our realm. So it's almost like we always constantly having one-night stands, because we got to see where we going.
Absolutely.
And until we get there, we ain't making it. And I mean, you probably dated women with kids and
I actually, funny thing about it is I actually prefer that a little better. And the reason why, here's the reason why. Because they understand that life happens at the speed of life. So say, for instance, if I have a date plan with you Friday and I get the phone call that little mama ain't feeling good. That date we had, while that sound good, that ain't happening. I'm the most consistent, inconsistent man you will ever meet because my daughter trumps everything. So had we had plans, I'm really not going to do that. And you're going to get mad because you don't understand that life, because you don't understand that responsibility. A woman with a child fully understands that, and she doesn't get in her feelings, or she's not upset, so we can reschedule. Have you stand with someone that don't understand that? They taking it like a personal shot that you really stood them up. They don't understand that you have different kind of priorities. So that's why I say I like dating women that has kids, because they understand this life a little better than someone that doesn't.
Now, no blue, I'm out in the public, and it's so true, because it's a whole different animal. And see, I'm 50, I'm 52. I probably only dated a handful of women who didn't have kids in my entire life. It tell you a lot more about them, and I'm gonna tell you now, because I'm an honest dude on this part, because of my shallowness, and because I'm in the A. The easiest way to make sure that you ain't never been a dude is to make sure that you got kids.
There you go.
Because most of them they ain't old enough to adopt. You know what I'm saying? That's a new thing. So if you got kids, because I don't trust it. You know, you 40, 50, you ain't got no kids.
Something wrong with you. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, something happened.
What's wrong with you?
See,
I mean, come on, we live in Atlanta. Let's be clear.
Exactly.
Let's be clear. If you're above 30, you don't have a kid, and okay, I take that back. First, let me preface it by saying this. If your career ain't popping to where I can't say you've been stuck in school for 3 decades. And so if you're 30 and you ain't got no kid and you just got a college degree and you have a okay job, but you ain't no up there where you dedicated it to your career, you crazy or something wrong with you. Because it's Atlanta. There's too many dudes that's going to try to get at you. And somebody going to win. Somebody going to win. So at that point, if you don't have any kids, I start asking questions. I need to know where your mind's at or what's going on.
Okay, we got a question for you. Why eliminate a woman from contention for saying she could be good with your daughter? Maybe help with girl stuff. Not saying you have to take her up on it, because she might not be a great role model. But why eliminate that from consideration? Because
if that's your first approach to me, that means you want to meet my daughter. You don't know anything about me. We might not even have a good relationship, but you want to meet my child?
Right. And that's it.
If you can be great for my daughter, that's awesome. But how can you be great for my daughter trumps what can you be great for me about? Get to know me. You're dating me. You're not dating my daughter. My daughter's just part of the package. So understand what we can build before you worry about what you can build or how you can help with my kid.
And I get that sentiment that some women are barren. I'm just saying my preference has always been for women with kids, because it tells me a whole lot about them, how they are with their kids, where their patience level is. Because when you got kids, it tells a lot about your patience if you're a good parent. If I see you all the time snapping at your kids, then I know you ain't got that level of patience. Because kids don't, even the best of kids are nerve-wracking. Even the best. My man right here, he ain't going to tell me that now at no time he ain't ever thought to himself, damn, I wish her mom would come get her.
Hey, listen.
That's just a way of life.
Listen, I've been close to times where I just want to pick up the phone and text her, like, I'm going to drop her off. And if you ain't home, you need to get home, because I can't do it no more. There's been many a times that, hey, little mama, I'm going to have to go sit you down, baby girl, because daddy needs 10 minutes. I'm going to go walk around this house, run, do some push-ups, and then we're going to come back and talk about this thing. Because the way you acting right now, you're going to make daddy do something to you.
Right.
So you can't sit there. If you got a kid, you got to take that moment, man. There's times where you just got to sit her down. Let me go get my head right, because this is about to go way left.
If you log on, I can invite you, and then it'll show up on your page too.
Okay. Log in where?
The Facebook.
Facebook.
Okay. So, like, go to my page. Hey, what's up, Demeter? Then I can, because I don't see it. Ought to tell me when you watching. Then I can invite you. That way it'll show up on your
live.
Oh yeah.
All right, cool. Let me get this.
Okay. So, Doug says, if a man says, I think I could help you with your son and take him to a few experiences like ball games, etc., should the woman get offended? Tell the man to get lost. I'm gonna say this. I think that if you come into a relationship trying to fill a role already, you ain't fulfilled the good mate role yet. And before you can be good for my kid, I got to make sure that you're good for me. Okay, you're on the random thoughts. I need you to go to one of my personal pages.
That's as bad as showing up unannounced.
Say it again?
That's just as bad as showing up unannounced.
Yes, it's the same. Showing up unannounced. You ain't there yet. You got to be good for me, and I got to know that we got a future before I'm going to let you meet my kid. I mean, it's like I'm not letting you meet my parents. That's just not happening. I don't understand that. So, yeah, like if you say you watching, then I can bring you on camera and it'll go to your page.
Who's the IT guy in this thing?
Oh, my bad. My bad. All right, Demeter Watson is in the house. She telling y'all, do the IamMicaNicole.com thing. I am Mica Nicole. Hey, Sharon Harrison Green. So, okay, look at it. Come in tagging people. But yeah, and it's so important that, and it's crazy for as careless as y'all say men are, even the most shittiest of dudes are careful about bringing women around their kids. And we watch it, we see it all the time on the news where women got these dudes around their kids. Let me just give you a hint, ladies. I don't care how good a dude is. If y'all got to stay at the hotel, no-tell, he ain't shit. He ain't got no future. If y'all living at a by-the-night hotel or I don't give a shit where it is, really. Right. If he ain't already got something.
Ain't got his own.
Let me just tell you this. It's nice to build together, but before a man can start trying to build a kingdom with you, he got to have some land to do this. And that's all I'm saying. If y'all staying at the Motel 6 on a weekly basis and you got your kids around him, you ain't shit.
That ain't it.
And I understand things happen.
Because at the end of the day, and I add to that, kids, you can talk to your kids till you blue in the face. Kids mimic what they see. They don't really comprehend what you're saying a lot, especially young, and even as growing up. So you can say, do as I say, not as I do. That sound good, but That ain't gonna really work. They're gonna do exactly what you do. They watch. They learn more by watching. So you have to be that blueprint, and you have to be that blueprint with your actions, with your behavior. So for me, if my daughter see women running in and out of daddy's house every day of the week, she gonna think that's okay. So I can't move like that, because at the end of the day, that is not okay. That is not what I want her to see, that daddy can have multiple women. Right. There's no consistency, because when she gets older,
she gonna think that's the norm.
That's cool.
Right.
And so you can't have that. You just can't live like that.
Did you come up to the thing here? Because I can't invite you. All right, check this out. If y'all want to call in, the number is 478-569-6474. That's 478-569-6474. Boss lady, can you move the comments up a little bit so I can see what's on? Okay. Oh, that's it. Okay, stop. Okay, so yeah, if you want to call in, hey, if you want to be a guest on the show, log in. I am Mica Nicole. Random Thoughts with DVP. Darren versus Peter. Darren. One of either way, we can get you on the show if you got something you want to talk about. Hey, Trey, what's going on? No, and Doug, come on in, Ernest. It's honest to teach his own. But he sounds quite arrogant. And every time, when it comes to your kids, you are arrogant.
I'm very arrogant.
You got to know what you bring. Have a seat, bro. Don't sound like you new to the game.
I'm sorry, and I make no apologies for it. I'm very arrogant when it comes to my kids. Yes, that's my child. That's my whole child. So I don't have to.
478-569-6474.
I don't have to share her with anyone other than her mother. So I have the right to be arrogant. That's my whole kid.
So, and that's the process.
What's going on, brother? You all right?
For those that don't know, this is Ernest Moore.
What's happening?
This the man who got me, drugged me, kicking and screaming in the modeling. I'm going to tell the whole story later about why he's mafioso and don't want to accept that fact. But see, he got me trained. I brought somebody else in because I'm just saying. Y'all notice the ball? Y'all notice the ball thing going?
Hey, y'all see that though, right?
I ain't going to say it was a plan. Right? And Ernest working on his baby beard.
He getting that.
He got to do a little bit more X-rated stuff to get it in there full. I ain't even gonna go there.
I ain't even understand it. See, you got to preface it. We got to know what kind of show this is. Like, I need to bear like that.
It's uncensored. It's uncensored. I'm just saying. So, you call in to get some things straight. Do your thing, dog. You know what I'm saying? Dog, if you sing, hey, let me know now. We're gonna be here from 12 to 2. You want to shoot on down? Shoot on down.
Ain't got nothing but time.
Because for those y'all that know. This is a whole after dark thing. Y'all ain't ready for that level yet, but we understand. Do we understand? So, like I said, this is Ernest, from Team EMI who forcing me to do so. Oh, is that a phone call?
It sounds like something ringing over here.
Welcome to the Mica. Look, I can't even talk. I ain't even drink. Welcome to the Mica Nicole Show. What's your question, caller? Excuse me. What's your name, caller? Sound like Doug. Sound like Doug. How come I knew that from the ringtone? What's happening, Doug? Doug is one of my high school friends. Doug is one of the smartest guys I have ever known. Doug put me to shame. I used to think I was smart till I ran across Doug. Doug did a Rubik's Cube in the box. That's how good he was. He didn't even take it out and fix it. That's how smart he was. He just bam, bam, boom.
Oh man, you crazy. But,
what's up, Doug?
But I don't know anything.
What you got? Hey,
I don't know
Mary.
anything about these relationships.
Come on, tell me what you got. Tell me what you got. Hold on, Doug. You got kids, Doug?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's it like dating when you got kids?
Well, you know, my girls are they're older. One just graduated from college, magna cum laude. I might add that way, but I give most of the credit to to my ex-wife from that standpoint. And so I was never a single parent, but I do have tremendous respect for anyone who's doing it, especially all the ladies out there who are doing that kind of thing. So that was never a situation for me, but I'm very protective of my kids as well. I do respect and understand, the hesitance to bring things in. I know that people can try to play to what they consider to be, what you like, and I want to play to that, I want to be that right up front, and I'm advertising that I'm kidding with that. I would only say, don't keep so much of a guard up because, in terms of statements that you made about, someone say I could be good with your daughter. I would just take it in the same vein as someone saying, I can really throw down in the kitchen.
Oh, you're cooking too? That's what's up.
We'll see. We'll see. And at the appropriate time to see you throw down in the kitchen, it's not going to be the first day, second day, or maybe even first week. Eventually, you'll get to see whether she can throw down in the kitchen. Eventually, you'll get to see if the thing progresses, whether she will be good with the kid and all that. So I'm just saying I wouldn't eliminate, because women are naturally nurturers. They feel that kind of thing, and they like to see if they can nurture, your kids, somebody else. It's probably a positive thing because, some people who are single and still working, they see someone with a child is doing. That's a complication I would not want to be in, or whatever. There could be another person, a mother, So it actually could be a positive. Just take it all in stride is what I would say. Don't discount someone just because they say, hey, I could be a nurturer and work with you in that regard. So no.
We're not discounting them just cause we talking about if they say that right off the rip. You got to spend time getting to know us first. You can't want to jump into my kids' life. That's what he's saying. You can't want to jump into my kids' life on the second date.
Exactly.
That's a process.
Take it all in stride. I'm just saying, take it all in stride. Just like her saying, "Oh, I'll rock your world," or "I will throw down in the kid." Yeah. I got you.
Right, and that's how I was saying. If that's what they come in with, starting at what they can do, I can be a good mother for your kid. Well, that's like saying, why does my kid need a good mother? I mean, you almost saying it's almost like saying I'm not a good picker of women.
Right.
Me and the mother ain't together because we wasn't together. It ain't had nothing to do with the child. So when the woman started coming in and wanted to take over, and that's how I was saying. If she do that in the first couple of dates, she overstepping her boundaries. It's like I went on a date one time and she asked me about my 401k. What? Hold on.
What we doing?
Hold on. I ain't never seen you naked. I don't discuss them questions with people I ain't never seen naked. And see, Ernest, he's the more diplomatic one, so I'm gonna take over for this. Before I discuss my 401k, I'm gonna see you naked, and we had a great time being naked.
But when you ask me about my 401k, it's you telling me you want to get naked. That's what you're asking.
No, you telling me you've been naked.
Like, come on now. You asking me about the paper. Well, so what we doing after this? Because you're asking questions that we supposed to been there before.
And we all take a different approach. That's why I got the differences. Like I say, I got Ernest in here. I got you. See, Doug, I don't never know what you're doing because you out just saving the world and playing golf because you're big time. See, regular people can't play golf, but I ain't gonna go there. But that's what's up, and that's all we're saying. Everybody got their own standards that they got to go by. Some of the things I do, Ernest ain't gonna do. Tremaine ain't gonna do. Some of the stuff they do, I'm be like, because as you get older, you learn what worked for you. And like I say, in that process, you learn what works for your kids. And when you got girls, it's especially different because you want your girls to see somebody who's positive and influential even though, she may have all the rocking stuff going, and she may wear them clothes that you like that make you bite both your lips and to the point that the little blood trickle down. But is that who you want your daughter to see you with? You just, I just need you to turn down. You got a librarian look you can put on when you come to the house. And if they can't do that, you got to learn what category to put them in early. Doug, and I know you know what I'm talking about because me and you done had these off the record discussions. So I ain't even finna play with you, Doug. And that's all I'm saying.
No, I get it.
Yeah, I know.
I get it, guys.
I know.
I'm the same way. I mean, I don't care if my daughter. I don't need to post anything.
Right. But even when you meet a woman, Doug, if you meet a woman who got kids, you don't tell her with a son. You don't tell her what you do for a son because you don't know if her son is a little badass. You don't know if her mama got all these uncles that her son met. It's a process. Exactly. And all we're saying is if they come in saying that, then they start getting X'd out because you're trying too hard. It's like when the women bring us around the kids too hard. They're already trying to make us be a father figure. I don't even know if I like you, Shawty. So,
and the sad part about it is when you do that, your kids be bad as hell. Like,
right.
Real, at least have some good kids if you want to just throw them around.
And because I know they ain't listening. I dated this girl one time, and it was messed up on my part. I actually stayed in a relationship 2 years too long because I loved her kids. I couldn't stand her, but the kid. To this day, her kids still call me dad. And it's like, I don't want to get tied up with your kids if we don't have a long-term relationship. Because what if I develop an attraction? What if we get that bond? And all of a sudden, it is, and it make you stay in a relationship too long, especially for a good man. Because I actually cared more about the kids than I did her. I didn't even care if she ever came back home. I was hoping that she would run away and leave the kids happy. But and because she ain't on Facebook, I can say that. And I see the kids ain't watching the channel. And it's so crazy. I'm telling you what she did one day. She called me one day. The whole time we were dating, she never would call the kids. She would always call them by name. She called me one day out of the blue and she said, you need to do something about your daughter. And I see the number pop up on one thing. And I'm like, damn, maybe this is the wrong number. Who is this? And she said, like, who are you talking about? And she said, her daughter. Now, the whole time we was dating, you would never call her that. But now that you can't handle her, you calling me. Hold on, what her dad at? I mean, I ain't never like her dad. And
that's the word. That's worse than the hey big head text.
Right.
Like, hey daddy text.
Right.
Like, whoa.
So I get my daughter to come see me. And she pacing. She's 25. She's 25
she grown now. She's a grown woman now.
And I'm like, why are you pacing? She said, because I'm scared. I said, what you scared of? She said, I know I was wrong. I shouldn't have cursed my mom out. She said, I'm thinking you're going to whoop me. I'm like, you 25. Have I ever whooped you? She said, no, you made me sit in the bathroom for 2 hours. I said, so you... Because I can't whoop a girl. But
you got to a radio show while she was in the bathroom? Because that's what you do, right?
Nah, but the thing
was talking to her through the door, encouraging her. You just had her stuck in the bathroom.
No, she wouldn't act right. So I put, if you're gonna do time out, do it for real.
That's your timeout.
That was
like
2
hours in the bathroom.
I'm gonna sit on the commode, go to the bathroom. I don't care what you got to do, but keep that light off and keep that fan off, and don't say a word. So at 25, she still remembers this, and she's still scared. And to me, it was so funny because you grown with a daddy that neither one of us respects, but you nervous about me because you think I'm gonna whoop you for cussing your mom out. And I was like, you know what I'm saying? How do you get around? I mean, that's a whole level of respect that it took me a minute after I got through laughing to realize. But even her mom knew I had that kind of respect for her. So it's just different. And the thing is, like I say, I was with her mom way too long because I should have dropped her. Well, anyway. But yeah, we date. It's a whole different thing. So now, I'm going to let Ernest. You good, Doug?
What?
Okay, I just want to make sure you're good. I don't want to hang up on you. Then you call me and say I hung up on you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no.
But keep listening now, you know what I'm saying? Cause we're gonna talk. I'm gonna get you to come into a show since I know a little bit more about you now. Since you sharing some stuff. What's going on, Splendora Styles? How are you? So, Ernest, tell us a little bit about yourself right quick. This is the man, the myth, and the legend. Go on and get your application out, cause when he touch on your shoulder, bro,
it's over.
You know what I'm saying? I want to say no, cause I'm a bully. For everybody who know me know I'm a bully. I will fight the devil in hell.
Right.
This brother came to me. He said, "Don't you want a model?" And in my mind, I was saying no. Yeah, sure.
And he just graduated. It's over. It was over after that.
What that? Like, no vulgar shit.
Hey, you ain't gonna put that strong arm on me though, man.
But it just touched me. It just took. I was like, well, shit. And I was like, okay, he gone. I ain't gonna do it. Right. He called me one day, and he was like, "Be here." He didn't even say where. My phone was just GPS. All of a sudden, it just drove. I was like, so when he touched it, you realize it's over.
It's over.
Anyway, tell us a little about yourself, Mall Boss. I mean, Ernest. Shit, I'm sorry.
Y'all know this boy DVP, a.k.a. Darren Bell, is crazy.
But he don't lie. That's all I'm saying. He don't lie.
Who am I? My name is Ernest Moore. I am the CEO, founder of Future Gents, where we work with young men 6 and over, 6 to 21 basically,
on the importance of becoming a gentleman. We have 5 platforms: style, etiquette, leadership, confidence, and of course, man skills. So we have that portion of it. We also have Team EMI Consulting and Team EMI Male Modeling Agency, which Darren is a signature model for, which we've been trying to get Jack Trey in since.
Jack Trey?
Jack
Did he
Trey,
sneak in the building? Didn't say that?
He snuck in the building. I've been trying to get Jack Trey on the runway for about 5 years now.
Touch him on the shoulder.
About 5 years now. He's still ducking me. He's too smooth. I can't even get my hands
Come on, Jack, because I've been looking for
I can't
him.
even get my hands on it. What's up, Jack?
Hey, it's another brother who just happened to have a beard. I ain't picking at people who ain't got beards. I'm just saying, if you got a beard.
And then look like he's over 6 foot. When you 6 foot, got a beard, you win it. You can't miss.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to agree with that. I mean, sound about right.
So yeah,
well, you ain't gotta have no beard. You know what I'm saying?
He got a baby beard.
You can be trying.
That's baby beard. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, we got to get into some more X-rated stuff.
But I'm definitely, man, I'm interested in doing the walk.
Interesting in the word. Just say you gonna do it.
Hold on.
That's all. Just say you gonna do it.
I am.
Okay, we got him on video. He gonna do it.
Hold on, D. I've known Jack now. This ain't my first time being at Instinct Radio.
I know.
We go back to Regina's Sunshine Show, about 5-6 years ago? And I've been trying to get Jack on the runway ever since. But he's going to stay down here.
But check this out, though. See, he said what he say. But see, we don't want no stalkers. But me and him live close to each other. Guess who live close to me and him?
Okay, so you can come scoop him up.
Oh yeah, we all stand in the 3-5. We all stand in the 3-5 area. We all stand in the 3-5 area.
Excellent.
Host Darren, if you will. Sir, Mr. Ernest.
Yes, ma'am.
Y'all hear that voice?
You have to talk to Nick.
I have to talk to who?
The fastest way to get Jack is you just got to talk to Nick. Nobody told you the rules.
You got to call reinforcements on it.
I ain't gonna lie, that's the key.
Okay.
I used to call and check my calendar. Now I check Net. Net, do I got anything this week? Net, do I get what I got?
Net, we in? Am I in?
That's all.
Done. That's it. So
I just wake up and look at my calendar. That was on the calendar.
Gotcha.
I'm saying I'll shoot by the house because we can carpool.
All right.
I got a big truck.
I got a
He got a minimally come.
We working out, though. If Net put it on the schedule, we gonna definitely.
Brian reveals what's happening with you.
So we got the male modeling agency.
When is it this year? What we doing this year?
We're not. Well, we'll talk about that.
No, we're gonna talk to Nick. We ain't
talking to you, Jack. You done.
I really want to know.
You done. You just show up. That's all.
Okay, I just got a couple questions.
Yes, sir.
Do I buy my own clothes?
No, sir.
Oh, so you gonna dress me? I guess
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's how it works.
Yes, sir.
That's a lot of faith.
You gonna be right?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Right?
Yeah, looking crazy. Like, yo,
but you know what? I've seen you. Never mind. You know what? I'm good.
He asks, he gonna be right.
I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I'm just saying. You know, everybody. Might have me in some.
Right. I got these skin tights on. And everybody
right.
No, sir.
I don't want skinny jeans.
No, sir.
We don't need that. They gonna be no skinny.
It's grown men.
We got to ask questions. You know, it's 2018.
Grown men.
So I get well tied like you be wearing?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Grown men.
I'm feeling good about this thing.
So, Darren Bell, one of the signature models.
All three of me.
He's
Thank you. Hey, Mica Nicole, what's happening? See, you missed all this chocolateness. You missed all this chocolate. She right there. You missed all this chocolate.
Hey, Mica. We got light skinned brother now.
See, I knew it was gonna go there. I want one light skin joke. I'm taking all y'all.
We got one light skinned brother in the building. We got one light skinned brother in the building.
It's some EEOC stuff we got going on. I read the contract. It's some EEOC stuff we got going on.
All right. What's up, Mica? Shout out to Mica Nicole. Thanks for having me here. Darren Bell, while he's a signature model, he's also a brand ambassador for LA Pink, right? Shout out to LA Pink. I need to holler at you, LA Pink, too. He's also a signature model for Dwight Eubanks, something that's been in the workings for, 2 years now?
Yeah.
So he's got his own radio, his own show on Facebook Live every Wednesday, 6 to 8.
Jack and Mica trying to make me give up my door, man. They trying to make me give up my door.
All right, we'll get you a door.
Hold up.
I mean, just put a banner on it to make it look different. Like, do something. We got change the wallpaper on the area. Like, you be over there looking Basic.
So
And you won't even be standing up. Like the doorknob be by your head, so it's like you sitting on the floor.
I'm drinking. I don't want to fall.
So Ernest, we ain't gonna keep talking about his door.
So even though I touched Darren, as he says, on the shoulder and forced him into this,
soft word.
He's grown.
He placed his hand.
He's grown, and he's met a lot of people in the industry, aka Nicole, who on her show right now, right?
Yeah, while she out there playing, doing something, she
right?
probably doing some X-rated shit
out there doing his thing for Dwight Eubanks. He's got his own show on every Wednesday, 6 to 8. Y'all should tune in. Y'all should really tune in. 6 to 8 every Wednesday. That boy has me cracking up. All you gotta do is say blue. You gotta drink.
Right.
You gotta take one to the head.
I'm gonna bring something here one day. I need to make sure Jack gonna be here though.
I'm gonna make sure you get a pint size.
Oh no, I'm bringing some big
big
boys.
I think
it's the first show I'm actually standing on, but I actually just built a brand new studio. We're gonna be switching up this whole thing the 1st of July. And it's run by it's a green screen situation. Every show has the capability of green screen. We're gonna put you a door. On that show. We're gonna put you whatever door you want on that show. I'm telling you. Y'all heard right here, July 1st, my first time come on air announcement.
Okay.
Brand new studio built up. It's a whole big new situation. So y'all will see the details come soon with
shout out to all the Instinct Family Radio.
Oh yeah.
Instinct Radio family. I'm sorry, Saga Boss, the DTTO show.
It's about
Mica Nicole, right?
Well,
of course, you got the original.
We got 30 plus shows. You can be here for a while.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna go by the ones I know. I'm just gonna go by the ones I know. Regina Sunshine, right? One of the originators.
Yeah.
Shout out to her. Who else you got?
If you log on the Instinct Radio, you can see all of them. Everybody need to download the Instinct Radio app.
www.instinctradio.net.
But you can get the app on. You can just get the Instinct Radio app.
Absolutely.
And that's one with the 360 degree where you can control it with your finger.
Yeah. We have that capability, but I haven't launched it until July 1st. That was just me testing. So all the new
see how they be testing me?
You watching it though?
He got my fingerprint and everything.
So, new studio capabilities of 360. So just like we sitting here now, y'all don't see what y'all see. Y'all can touch the screen and pan around the whole room.
Okay.
And see the whole studio in 360.
Okay.
So Jack, since you here, and because I asked about you, because you be trying to sneak in. What's your status? Before we ask you in a hard question, cause I want to get you in trouble.
I'm dating.
Okay, you got kids?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's another man.
Kids.
So how old are you? Shit, you ain't like
20.
You who?
Like 20.
Thank you.
Okay.
I started early.
I mean, real early. You were starting at Okay, we already know Jack fast. But what we were talking about was how men are different about bringing women around their kids, because women will do it quicker. Men, it's almost at the kindness to meet our kids. Because we just don't bring females around our kids that quick.
I'm like that, but I actually would think it's kind of be the opposite with some women.
You think it will be?
Women?
But what do we see on TV all the time with these dudes who beating up while the woman out?
I always disagree. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's what we do. That's why I like having you around.
But I think these people at these tables that I know, we're some of the elite. You know what I'm saying? A lot of men.
We gotta do the norm, though. We mess up. We mess up. We
right,
mess up.
And you're speaking from the norm.
Right.
I don't agree with you from the normal aspect. I think that more men are more willing to just have their children like that. I think women, the good women, you know what I'm saying, who really are moms.
It ain't like 12 of them.
It
ain't like 12.
The views of Jack Trade and Instinct Radio.
Damn, you gotta it out. You gotta it out. These are the opinions of those of Darren Bell.
Right. I don't know. I mean, most women. I'm saying women use hold back on that.
Stop it, Ray Lee.
What you think,
Ernest?
Say that again.
I think women take longer to have their children around men.
Here's what you got to look at, right? It's all about who you're choosing.
It's about
right?
your circle.
It's about your circle, right? Correct. So if you're choosing a fast woman, right, or a woman of low morals, then that's what you're gonna. You should expect that, right? But at the age that we are now,
which makes us
you got grandkids, you got grandkids, right. I got grandkids.
Oh, I just got a kid.
Okay.
Now, don't put that on me.
Yeah.
So
he just got to the point he can start paying 1 o'clock without calls. So
Right.
he's still a baby. He still got the information.
Okay.
going on.
Okay. So there comes a time when you should not be doing the same things you were doing 20 years ago.
Fact.
And if you are, you haven't grown, you haven't matured. Now, if we're speaking in general terms, we're going to speak in general terms. You know, I have a problem with dating in this day and time.
Ernest is a good dude. Let me just throw that qualify. I ain't shit. Ernest is a good dude like 98% of the time.
98% of the time. 98% of the time. But
50-50.
You got to catch me on the right day.
Yeah.
Where's that bullshit button?
I'm a good dude.
Where's that bullshit button?
What?
Oh, hey, go ahead, Ernest.
what was I saying?
I'm sorry. We was talking about this day and age.
Right. In this day and age, it's a microwave society, right? It's all about pleasure, instant gratification, right? We don't get a chance. We don't take time to know the person's last name. We don't get a chance to know that person's 5, 10, 15, 20-year goals. We don't know if this person is a leader, a follower, what may be. We don't know whether they work, got benefits, so forth and so. We don't know none of that, right? Because the first thing we do, we go on a date. We go to Fridays, Applebee's.
You know
what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking them.
They don't do the two for 20 no more.
Right.
They need you to come out your pocket and spend
You
big boy money on
might
day
get
one.
lucky if you go to Papa Do's or something like that, right?
They need Papa Do's. You ain't nothing. This day and age, you ain't nothing if you can't go to Papa Do's.
Right. So you, even in an atmosphere like that, you do not get a chance to learn about your partner. So before you know it, smash, bam, next thing you know, this child got a kid. And I mean, this young lady has a child.
There you go.
And
no foundation.
No foundation.
Nothing to stand on.
And the title that we give them, baby mama, baby daddy.
Correct.
So that is already a dish straight from the door.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So because you haven't taken the time to get to know who you slept with, who you gave a child to, or vice versa, now this is what I call the slave cycle. So now somebody else is going to take care of your responsibilities. So there lies the problem. It keeps going generation after generation after generation, and quiet as it's kept, it's been going on since 1535.
Oh, be clear.
Since we first got on these shores.
But that's why we got future gents. And we're going to get some other stuff we got going. Let me ask you a question real quick. Somebody want to know, would your views be different if you had a son as opposed to a daughter?
No, it'd be the same.
And that's what I think. And we
because at the end of the day, even with my son, I'm gonna just say it. If I get in trouble, I get in trouble.
Yeah,
I don't want my son to go up to be a thought. That ain't cool. That ain't popping.
Right.
He don't need to be running women like that.
Right.
He don't need to make those mistakes.
Can I add something to that?
Go ahead.
Now, here's a problem with some, not all. Here's a problem with some mothers, right? One, they raise their daughters and they enable their sons.
Yes.
Okay, so that's number one. Number two, when little Johnny has 3, 4, 5 girlfriends, that's cute.
Yeah.
That ain't
we applaud that. They applaud that, right? They say, "Oh, that's you see my little baby, this, that, blah." You know what I mean? So you're already setting the tone for him to be less than, as you said, a male thought. Right? Notice father's not around to actually show him how to be a man.
There you go.
Right? Because he didn't know.
He didn't know.
So again, cycle after cycle after cycle after cycle.
There you go.
So basically, just get it clear. You're saying that women are more likely to bring their kids around someone.
Based on statistics.
You're saying the same, or you?
No, I'm saying
okay.
So here's my position on it. So I say it depends on the man, and even in dating, check this out. So a woman can meet a guy, he ain't really about that, but a woman has needs, so she want to get it off, she gonna get it in, because she ain't really expecting that much from that dude, because that dude ain't got much to give. Then a man of substance come around, a stand-up guy, where she'll pop it for him just real quick. She wants you to go above and beyond to get the same thing. She was just really giving away because she sees a future with you where she doesn't see that future with him. So she won't necessarily bring her kid around that guy quick because she knows there's no future there. But if she sees a future with you, She's like, oh, I want to get my kid in front of him right now because we might can make something happen. And I'm coming in, no, treat me with the same energy you treated the buster, and let's build this thing together. Just don't, because you see me and you think that you see the bells and whistles and the nice things. Now you want to go full speed or full throttle. No, let's slow down. Let's take it slow. Let's not have that expectation like you had with someone that didn't have everything was things going for himself. So treat everybody with the same energy. You can't let me, or you can't say, well, yeah, he was just a friend. Well, let me be just a friend. Why I got to do all this extra stuff now? Because you got to know me and you got to know what I bring to the table. Now let's be fair. Let's be upfront about this thing.
Well, to the original question, bringing brothers bringing their daughters or bringing their children around women. Let's be honest, right? Let's take the gloves off. Most of the rearing is done by the women,
True.
right? So Absolutely. We're not with the mother of our children, right? They're with those children 24/7. We may get them every weekend or every other weekend.
That's not so. We're gonna talk about bullshit daddies.
Right.
I'm sorry, fathers. They ain't daddies.
That just because they're not there on a 24/7 basis. When I say there, I mean right there in the child's face because of whatever with the mother. The mothers actually have the responsibility of being with these children on a regular basis.
Oh yeah,
they don't have a choice.
That's another show because I want to make sure I got y'all for that because I got an issue with dads who don't understand that little shit about you see your kid every 2 weeks or whatever. How you still ain't shit. That's all you waiting for. That's all you waiting for.
I speak on personal from that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That hurt, bro.
I was a weekend dad until he turned 9 years old, and I realized the only time I was coming over there to chastise him on that weekend. So this ain't gonna work.
Right.
Every time you want to call me, no, come on, move in.
And that's what as you get older, you learn, brother. And like I said, that's why I want, because I see a lot of guys my age still talking about, oh, I do this. You pay child support. You see your kid when you're supposed to, but. And I realize sometimes it's on the mother, but at some point, and that's what we're going to do a men empowerment show. The men, if you're going to call yourself a real man, you got to step up and make shit happen. As opposed to just sitting back, waiting, I'm giving, this dude, I give $60 a month, and I give her a pair of Pampers every month. A box of Pampers only lasts a week. And it's like, this all you saying you're doing? Because I had an issue with child support at first time I understood. If I'm really not around, what I'm paying for is a lot more than that. Because when she want to do something, she got to pay a babysitter. The child support is more than, you think, oh, she doing this. You're right, but she spent her own money maintaining your child, so she should be able to spend some of the money I get to replenish where her phones are. It took me a minute. That's okay.
Because you got to make me know this. Your mind.
That's what I said. We don't have to be sure about that. But, so, if it was a boy, it wouldn't be no different. And that's what I said, too, because you still want, as a man, I think, when I'm around another woman, I want my child, whether it's a boy or girl, to see how a relationship should work. Because a lot of us came from dysfunctional relationship, or we came from single parent. Well, we don't know we don't know what a real successful relationship looks like. A lot of us, because we came from single parent home. So we don't know. We plan, but we know the good thing about that is so crazy is it told us what we didn't want to do no more. Sometimes you learn from situations. I don't want to. My dad was a shitty dude. I learned what I didn't want to be. He was a great influence in my life because all the shit he did that I hated, I said, I'll never be like that. I'll never do this. And it's crazy how much of an influence he was through bad influence. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I don't hit my kid. I hit my boys. But, these guys, at some point, every boy had that moment when his testosterone was a little too high. When he come up, you be like, why you blocking all? Hold on, you're 15. Where that bass come from? They turn into Barry White. But and ladies, I want y'all to understand from different men. And Ernest is the oldest, ain't you? I'm 52.
I'm 52.
Okay, Ernest the oldest since he the tallest.
I'll be that.
Jack is a granddaddy, and the light skinned guy, he the baby.
See, everybody got light skin jokes, so they want a cute baby. It's all good though. I love it.
That's when they want the curly hair. And Jack don't want who like that hair. Jack don't want to wear hair still. So shit, he win good hair.
Right.
I got about another year.
I got another year.
I'm holding on.
This summer's gonna get hot. No, bro. You might have to let it go in the winter.
But you hear from different guys, and it's messed up because we cheat the system. Ernest got something going. Jack got something going. Tremaine got something. So in reality, do we represent the norm? in reality, do we represent the norm?
No.
We don't.
That's what I was saying.
But we don't. And that's why I said when you said a lot of times when we disagree,
but there was a time.
Norms
there was a time when we were the norm.
Thank you.
And it goes back to what I said earlier. If you're doing the same thing 20 years ago, today you have not grown.
Because I just didn't show up and everything was popping. No, man. I've been broke. I've been broke. I've been ain't about nothing. A whole lot of nothing.
Right.
And so I know what the norm is. But at some point, you have to sit down and look at yourself and want better. And then when you realize that, you go get better.
True.
And the sad part about it is a lot of people just got comfortable with basic.
You know what I mean?
They don't want to be truthful. A lot of people don't know this. And I tell people to be yourself. A lot of people don't know that because the whole life they've been trying to fit in or mess with them.
That's true.
And most of us at some point, we had a moment of awakening and realized, well, what I'm doing ain't working or what I'm doing ain't going to get me nowhere. And we started changing. And I guarantee it cost all us to lose some friends. Because they wanted to stay on the corner, and we did. One of the hardest things it is for us to do, and I watch some of my friends, is some of us don't want to leave together because we're scared of success. What if I get here, and what if I fail? So I ain't going to leave the hood. I'm going to stay in the hood where I can always be at the top. All of us are left. Go ahead, you can read one more time. And I look at some of my friends, and they say, damn, oh, you damn right I changed. I appreciate what the hood taught me, but I don't want to live here no more. Them concrete shits, them big ass roaches. No, it taught me a great lesson. Learning to hear bullets and knowing how far away they were. That shit is cute. At this age, I don't want to know. I don't want my kids to know that. And I had to lose some friends because, dude, come on, you 50. Why you dating an 18-year-old chick? You dating. You ain't just. You're dating.
Right.
Well, there are good points in that, and there are also bad points.
Hey, Adrian. Adrian is my son. Adrian is my son's mother. We have a great relationship, but it took us a minute to get there.
Right. There are good points and bad points to that, right? Good points about it, yes, you want to raise your kids up in a safe environment. You want to provide the best for them, so forth and so on, right? When you get to be our age, you want peace and quiet, right? You don't want to keep hearing all that or standing outside the corner, you know what I mean? You don't want to see that no more, right?
No, when you get to our mentality, it ain't our age. When you get to our mentality, that's the difference.
Right, there's a difference, right? But at the same token, we're now breaking up the village, right? Now we've taken a village, right? Because remember, it takes a village to raise a child.
Yeah.
Well, now that village has now spread out.
Oh, that village is still back there,
right?
And you over here,
right? Into Henry County, into Gwinnett County, into all of the suburban counties now. So what that does for little Johnny is now little Johnny can't see positive black male role models. Yeah. All he sees is that boy on a corner that's hustling and slinging and doing his thing. So he'll grow up to emulate that because that's all he sees.
That's what he knows.
That's the only problem. Right. Well, that's what they called the talented 10 back in the day. Yes. Right? You go make something of yourself, but you come back.
You gotta go back.
DP, what we say? Each one teach two.
Each one teach two. I don't agree with that. Each one teach one. Okay, I got a question for y'all. Hold on, where was it? Oh, what's up, Donna Ferguson?
I was just stopping by.
All right, Donna Ferguson says, every man should have a personal story, embrace structure and legacy. I learned that from growing up in Spanish Harlem. And this is why I tell people, it's not about age, because everybody say, oh, I'm grown. No, you old enough to do a lot of shit, but you're not grown. It takes something for us to change who we are mentally. Aging is going to happen, but do we change who we are? Because we know a bunch of old fools. And we know a bunch of young guys who we see promise in because they've already experienced something. It's a mentality. Being a grown man is a mentality. It ain't got nothing to do with you 21 or 61. It's about you willing to embrace change, willing to hang out with people who know something different and learn. And you hear different stuff. Me and Jack, we disagree all the time, but we cool as hell. Because we agree on some stuff. I think we just don't want to agree that we agree no more because that means somebody got to get
married. They disagree with everybody.
No, we don't agree. Right.
They disagree with everybody.
Right. That's just what
basically.
He's going to debate just to debate. I think Darren likes to hear Darren talk.
He likes to hear
Darren talk.
So, you know what? Dick Gregory said something that was very powerful, though. You need an agitator in your life.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? You need somebody to be different, right? Because, as Dick Gregory said, without an agitator and a wash machine, your clothes don't come clean.
Still dirty.
All right, Doug says, so do women raise their daughters and love their sons? And is the reverse also true for men? Remember the saying of daughter having dad wrap around her little fingers? Is this all true? Woo. I'm going to say that's a mindset. Because,
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I taught my son how to go through screens. I can't even tell a lie. I taught him how to go through screens to get to little Susan's house. But my little girl, you know, I love you.
So let me ask you this real quick. How many of y'all got sons? All right. So your son fall down, he start crying. What you gonna tell him?
Get up and do it
Get
again.
your ass up.
Your daughter fall down, and my daughter fall down. I'm like, I want to say get up. She crying. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. It's okay. It's okay. We're gonna try again, but stop crying first. We're gonna try again. I don't
want to say it, but I'm with you, bro.
I think I love my daughter. And this sounds bad. I love my daughter a little more than if I had a son. He felt that, boy, you better get up and stop crying. We don't cry.
And let me tell you what the difference is with me. I got a house rule. Every relationship I've been in, if you cry, you got to go to your own room. Don't mess up everybody else's day. So even if my daughter started crying, all right, unless if it's something where really skin came off, I'm gonna give you that. But if you just crying for whatever reason, I need to with all my kids. You got to go to your room. Hell, I told their mama to go to the room one time because she started crying. You can't mess up everybody. You can't mess up everybody's. You can't mess up everybody's thing. So everybody got to go. So I told it to my boys and my girls. If you crying for nothing, to the room. You cry in the room all you want to.
And the key word that I want your listeners as well as us to walk away with is balance.
Right.
Yes.
Right? So you got the mother who would love the son or, nurture the son, and the father that would be like, yo, get your behind up, right?
Right.
You got the mom who would tell the daughter, get your behind up, while the father would be, come here, baby.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So you have to have that balance.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, the scale is going to get tipped in one way, and then we have that problem.
And that's what you really got to pay attention, because I think unconscious, we all do it because, I am a little bit more, and that's what I say. The worst thing for a man ever is to have a daughter, because it make punks out of boys. It makes punks out of boys. Our boy gonna make punks out of boys. We built for them.
Right.
But ain't nothing like when that little girl walk up to you and tell you she love you, because you can't do shit. You open your wallet and give her $20, because you know that's what you want anyway. When your son tell you he love you, you just go in and punch him and you might rustle right quick. And you ain't really gonna buy him that. But when your daughter come do that, it's like, man, I'm gonna start dating women with boys, because these girls, they just look at you and they get them little eyes, and it's like,
man, they crawl in that bed and lay their head on you. Then you're done. It's
right.
over.
You'll tell your son to go back to his bed, but your daughter's like,
okay, let me go slide over. We do some recovery. You good? You feel like, yo, it's wrong. I know it's wrong, but.
But you do have to have a healthy balance to know that when you're doing stuff,
that is definitely the key.
But it comes with awareness.
Balance.
One of the things I learned, and my mom taught me this. I got different kids. Is when one of them have a birthday, the birthday kid will always get the biggest gift. But I'm buying gifts for everybody, because I don't ever want one kid to feel excluded. You just don't get as much. And I saw that growing up because you don't especially and this is our different experiences, but you always give everybody something, because you don't want the other ones to be envious of one because they got something. So you get them. I say, I'm gonna use y'all. Let's say all y'all my kids. It's his birthday. He getting a pair of Jordans. Y'all gonna get a toy from I'm just saying, y'all gonna get a toy from the Toys R Us, but he gonna get the biggest gift. So whatever you buy,
I think they gotta learn how to be appreciative.
It's gonna go back to this. And this is where I think we went way wrong as a society. Everybody doesn't get a trophy.
Yeah.
Sometimes you ain't doing that. You ain't got it, bro.
Don't hate on the next man, because it's his day.
It's his day. It's his day. He get a gift.
Take
it
your
ain't
L,
bro. It's gonna be your day another day.
Take your L.
That's where we went wrong.
And I get that, and that's what I'm saying. When I learned, because when I grew up around some kids over my age, and I would watch how everybody treated them different. And it did make me have animosity, because it's like they always getting stuff. My mom is helping them out, but when it's my turn, I ain't getting all this stuff from these same people she helping out. And her thing was always get everybody something, even if they don't have to be on par, but you want everybody. It's kind of like when the little kids go to birthday parties. The birthday party giver always have a little bag gift for everybody who comes, because you don't want them to feel like, because everybody can't afford everything, so you don't want them to feel out of place. And that's why, like I said, I don't tell everybody to do it, but that was my mentality. That I don't ever want one kid to feel excluded when the love is being passed out, because we don't see it, but we don't know what they're going through at the time.
Let me ask you something, though.
What's that?
You said you got animosity.
I had animosity.
That animosity made you go harder, though, right? It feels for you, right?
It made me separate from the other kids who grew up with me, because as their parents were doing for them, who were also my aunts and uncles, my mom was doing for them. But when it came to me, my mama couldn't do as much as me because she was helping everybody else out, but they weren't helping her out.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, well, damn, you always doing this stuff to help everybody else out. So I learned that part. Well, where's the kickback?
Where's the reciprocal?
Because when my birthday comes, I'm getting 2 gifts from you, but your brothers and sisters, but they're not doing nothing. So I'm kind of confused on this, and so I just never wanted my kids to feel like, oh, well, he don't want to get something, don't nobody else get nothing. So it's like, it made me a little bit more hostile.
I just feel like they do gotta know when to take a hit. They gotta know.
Yes,
they don't
absolutely.
know. And I'm not necessarily saying they lost. It's just not your day. You know what I'm saying? But I want you to appreciate your sister or brother. It's their day. You know, to be happy for them. Genuinely happy. Don't worry, yours coming. And they should be the same for you.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. And like I said, the gifts ain't the same. They're not even close. But I don't want one to just be sitting back. Be like, oh, I wish I could get something too. Yeah, you can get something.
We're gonna have a party. You eat cake.
Yeah.
Right. Right. We're having a party.
Yeah, you're right. I gotta go back to work, guys. Man, it's always a great conversation.
Oh, you somebody gotta go back to work.
I do. I gotta go back to work, man. I'm telling you.
All right. We know how to get on the schedule.
Always a pleasure, bro. Always a pleasure.
We're gonna
man right there.
We're gonna get some stuff done in 3-5.
Jack Shay in the building.
3-5.
Yeah. So be ready, Jack. Be ready.
He out there with us?
Yeah.
We gotta turn up. We gotta turn up major.
So yeah, and as you learn, it's different.
Hey, Odessa. Hey, Robert Stafford.
What's up?
Dr. Curry in the building. What's going on?
I feel like I've been hit by Mica the whole day.
Katrina Dunbar, what's going on?
Got you right there.
LA Pink, what's going on?
I can't see.
Yeah, well, they wanted to see you, so I put it on
Shout
that
out to
one.
everybody.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that's what. So yeah, and the thing is ladies, and this is what I learned, and this is when I say stuff on the show. I try not. I'll tell you when it's my opinion. It's tell you when I'm hearing. When you get to hear from different people, you got to know that all men are different, and it seems like sometimes people miss that, and we think everybody's the same. And cause what worked for me may not work for Ernest, may not work for Tremaine. You got to get to know us, and a lot of times, in my experiences, that's where I've discounted women for coming in thinking they knew something about me based on another man they was with. And I came up with Todd. Quit treating me like Todd. I'm not the other damn dude. I'm DVP. Learn me like I'm gonna learn you.
Right.
And somebody's like, oh, I hate the word train, but you have to train people what you like. Like women train us for what they like. Mm-hmm. Because we don't want to go in a relationship treating the new girl like we treated the last girl. She might not like
that
the same thing.
I can't love her the same way. That might not work. That might get me punched in the eye, actually.
The last girl like roses.
Like this.
The new girl like tulips. I can't say, well, I thought all girls like roses. No, all guys don't like the same thing. And you got to learn us to be with us. And if you want to be successful, especially for those of us who can be choosy. See, remember we talked about this? Women say, oh, if he like you, he'll make time for you. Well, see, when you got kids, you know what? If you got more than one kid, you're going to miss some shit because you can only pick one kid sometimes. You can't always make time for the things you want. Mm-hmm. We do what we have to so that we can do what we want to. Actually, sometimes somebody lose out. Because sometimes you got to work because you need to pay them. You need to pay that house bill. Exactly. As much as you want to go to that play,
there you go.
That rent due, these other little bills due, the little outfit, the summer trips you want to go to. Mm-hmm. You need to take your ass to work. But you want to go. You want to go see the play.
Matter of fact, I wanted to hit the play with you, but I gotta go to work.
So quick.
And then after that, I'm getting my daughter. So I'm not saying you ain't important, but she's more. So I'm going to get her. Then I got the responsibilities around my household. I got the responsibilities with my family. Right. So my free time is getting condensed, and I'm going to try to get it, and I might not have as much as you. And if that doesn't work, then we don't work because you say a man make time what he wants, and you're right, I do. And it is saying I don't want you, but you don't come above these other things that I have going on in my life.
You got the priorities and preferences. You got it. And sometimes our kids don't get to be our priority because we got a long-term vision. I worked to miss some of my daughter's basketball games because I wanted to make sure I was able to go with her out-of-town tournament. So I missed a lot of in-city stuff because I wanted to make sure that when I take this week off, I don't have nothing to worry about. So ladies, quit saying, oh, if a guy wanted, he'll make time. No. Especially when we new in a relationship. You not work me losing money, rechanging my priorities just for some sex. Come on now.
If you
grown men want more than sex.
Time, go get a broke boy. You got plenty time for you. A guy ain't with no job got a whole lot of time he can get you.
Got nothing but time.
Hey, go get it.
But and see, I'm gonna speak for them. Ernest is a nice guy. I guarantee you that we all love sex, but it ain't our number one priority no more. In 20, it might have been our number one priority. At 26, the closer we got at 30,
I'm losing money.
Yeah,
for it.
You know what I'm saying? If the girl with that right outfit call us an hour 21, 22, she will call in to work in a quickness.
Boss, I ain't gonna be able to do that one today.
You call me now talking about you sitting in the house wearing nothing. Okay, you're gonna be there for 12 hours because I gotta go to work.
Right.
I'll be there when I get out of work, but I'm not coming.
Matter of fact, on this day at this time, I want you to do that again.
Right.
I
You know
can't
what
do
I'm
it
saying?
today.
We can't do that. You know what I'm saying? We built this shit now. Right. And that's the difference with the mindset. Oh, we still want it. It just ain't at the top of the list. It's still in the top 3. It just ain't number 1 no more.
Don't let me get around you, though. It's gonna be at the top of the list.
Yeah, you know.
Close to you. It's back at the top of the list. Let go. What are you doing?
But that's in a way it really is. And I always say this. I always tell people I'm petty. She said we petty. And at some point, some of the things we do are petty because it's our personal preferences. We could choose differently, but the trick in my mind to being that grown man or that grown ass man is knowing who you are and what you will and won't do. It's like I tell people, I'm not gonna date an ugly woman. I don't give a shit about that person.
I'm shallow.
Because I gotta look at you. It's different if you become less attractive as you get older, because now I got the memories. But if we start off with you being ugly, what am I remembering? That you've always been?
And we going down from there. It ain't no
right. So
it ain't gonna get better.
What about our personality? Every time I've been
if you come to me talking about I want to hook you up with a girl. Oh, what she look like? Oh, she's a sweet girl with a nice. I don't want to meet her.
Once you say sweetness, if you leave out with sweetness,
we are good.
Who the hell?
We are good. I'm straight.
Right, Mrs. Butterworth is sweet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No, bro.
See, Ernest is politically correct.
No, bro.
Ernest shallow. He just ain't gonna say it like we said. And the thing is it's just be true to yourself.
But hold up, what's ugly?
Ugly?
You know what ugly is.
You know what I mean?
When you look at her and she smiles and you do like this for a second.
Hold on. We all have our preferences.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So somebody dark skinned might be ugly, but when somebody light skinned might be beautiful.
To you, because we don't have to have the same. We don't have to have the same
exactly.
thing. But and that's it. But whatever's ugly to you.
So what I find beautiful may not be beautiful to y'all too.
So it don't matter because
it don't matter.
You gotta date her.
Right.
You gotta date her. I ain't gotta date her.
And that's why people say, "Oh, see this." Yeah, okay, whatever.
Right.
You know, but if I need the whole bottle of blue and the lights to be off, you know, it shit is not happening.
Like, listen. Right. If I gotta go get that whole bottle of Hennessy, then I gotta go to your house because I can't. My neighbors can't see you come out my house. We don't need to be doing this, man. We don't need to be doing this.
Y'all, wow.
Yeah. And you know, I'm sure that if you caught us without the camera, we've all done that one girl that we had to cut the lights off prior to.
Hey man,
but that was in our younger days.
It get lonely at night.
Yeah. And the thing is, you know, at some point you have to know the difference. I don't see it. You know, somebody say, "Oh, other girls got good stuff too," and I say, "I'm sure they do. I just don't need to know about it."
They do though, because they got to work harder, so they do things different. Right?
Other girls are fertile. They can.
Yes, they do. Yes.
And there's no protection that stops them because they super fertile. They get fertile when you think about sex around them. So you're right, Robert. And the pretty woman ain't always right for you, and that's why you got to take your time and pick.
That's
and
true.
as you become older, because this rule number 16, every woman you ever deal with is gonna piss you off. Every woman. It ain't gonna. I just refuse to be pissed off at an ugly woman because there's no makeup ground. There's just none. What are we making up for? You
See, pretty girls who know they pretty.
Problems.
Big problems.
See, and I'm gonna tell you what you just said though. See what you said? Pretty girls. That's why you gotta get your pretty woman. Because they not. Because they know the struggle.
Okay.
Because
so
they don't deal.
You can split hairs. You can split hairs.
Terminology.
You know what I mean?
You know what the hell he's talking about. You trying to
make what I'm saying.
When they say dudes ain't shit, what do we say? We start separating because that's what it is. Because we know a bunch of dudes ain't shit. And again, we know that we the minority. We know that see, I ain't gonna say nothing about our producer right there, but look at her. She's a good looking woman. So we know she's gonna cause some headaches. We know she's gonna cause some headaches. But with her good looks, so we willing to put up with that headache. Cause see, truth be told, she looking at me. I'm finna block it.
She get a little bit more bad minutes. I give her that.
Right, but right now, just looking at her, what do we know about her personality? If we telling the honest truth, what we don't know nothing about her personality.
I know her.
What I'm saying, but just looking at her, because I know her now. But just looking at her, we don't see her personality.
So
when women want us to know about the personality, that ain't what we see. We see what we see. Just like she see what she sees. She finna get on. I'm finna change my name to Julio. And women do the same thing. You see what you see.
Someone's mom. So
that's even better. Yeah. See, look at that. I told you she was patient and she's nurturing.
But what I'm saying is, at first appearance, all we do is see you. We don't get none of the facts. So when people say, "Oh, you got," and that's the process. You get to know this because I want her to be pretty, and then I get to know her. If her personality matches her looks, then it's a plus. If her personality and looks are exact opposites, then guess what she gets? She get the pink slip too. Hey, Carla, welcome to the Mica Nicole Show. What's up? What's up?
What's up, dear? This is Mica Nicole.
Mica Nicole. Oh, look at her. She got. Hold on. I'm finna put Mica Nicole on blast. Cause Mica Nicole was doing some X-rated shit. That's why she couldn't come to the show. So I'm glad that she done stopped and got us on speakerphone while she doing whatever it is she doing that we can't. Hold on with the bill. So we can't say it on air. Cause Jack said I can't. The views of the Mica Nicole Show don't represent Instinct Radio. So hey, Mica Nicole, what's going on?
You so silly.
I'm just saying.
No, I'm in Memphis because I got to get ready for the tour. But I just wanted to tell you, I've been watching
tour. That sounded dirty. But anyway,
you're amazing. You are really, really doing a great job. You're the new king of media.
Hey,
so
Sasha.
I'm loving it. Keep doing your great job, sir.
Mica, I'm finally here.
I know, and I'm not there, motherfucker. What kind of
I ain't messing with y'all, man. Yo, y'all are a bad influence on my life. What was going on? I'm scared.
Okay, Mica, you know I can take it.
Tell us how you feel, Mica. Tell us how you. Hey, Mica.
How you really feel?
How you really
What's going on, Sasha? Mica, you see this? You see this brother who still got all black hair?
I see, yes.
She said yes.
Mica, he said he was single. I heard the explanation, but I ain't really get it. I'm just saying, cause I got 12 new friend requests just cause they just want to get to my page so they get to his page, which is some BS. But anyway.
Like
What's up, Mica?
All right, I just want to tell y'all have a great show. Thank you so much, Darren, and keep killing it, bruh. Keep killing it.
Thank you. I'm waiting to see you. So you know what I'm saying. I'm over here sweating like a runaway slave. I done lost 12 pounds. And Miss Keith done gave me the evil eye twice. I just want to tell you that just in case I ain't here for the next show. She pretty she want to be, but she don't look. Yeah, she don't look over the top of that computer twice. I'm scared. That's why I'm easing closer to the train. I'm gonna put him in the middle so I can sneak out before the show. Damn, did she play some song?
Oh, okay. We want commercial break or something?
Nah, we don't do commercials. But yeah.
I'm about to say because the music started deep like
she harassing me. But yeah, I mean, and that's what I'm saying. When we look at certain things, we start off with what we see, and then we get to know. Because the visual ain't, I mean, unless you meet somebody over the phone and don't see nothing about it, what else do you base it on? Because at some point, we gotta wake up and look over there. Do we want to be like Kyle Yoda ugly where we wake up gnawing our arm off because we didn't realize that we was with a bufferilla? Hell to the now. And I don't even drink. Well, I do drink, but anyway, I don't drink like that. You ain't finna get cute as I drink. I'm not gonna drink till I already know that you're good looking. So yeah. And when we get to know, we find out that she's a mother. We find out she's intelligent. Those are just pluses. Mm-hmm. So when you get all that, shit. See, now she can get to a restaurant where they cook food and while we there.
Right.
Not pre-cook.
Right.
We're going to pre-cook that first, so I'm not going to spend a lot of money to try to find out that you ain't shit. I need to know that you're good. That way we can start building up. If I take you to a 5-star restaurant the first day, well, how can I improve upon that? So I need to know, because now we're talking about investing time and money. The first time we're going to go somewhere nice and quiet where we can talk and see. Do we want to get to spend more time with each other? Do I want to take you somewhere where I don't need security around me just on the in case? And everybody got to learn what they willing to do. And I got at 52, I got basic rules that I'm going to stick by, because I've seen guys who spend all this money and you find you don't like a chick, but you're $1,000 in.
She got to come up off something, but you $1,000. She don't. Okay.
Dustin says we got to wake up and look at y'all too.
You're right.
That threshold.
That's what Dustin said.
Hey, that's why I bathe. I keep my, I
don't really got a problem like that, Dustin. So what you trying to say? What you saying? Who you talking to?
And I'm gonna keep it PG rated for right now because I had 3 X-rated thoughts, but y'all know that's after dark. I'm gonna just leave that where it's at. But yeah, and that's the thing. Hey, what's going on, Stacey? But when you want to talk, ask the men questions because we listening. And if you go out with a guy and all he talk about is himself, run like hell, or know that he finna put you on his hit or quit it list.
Right.
Because that's what I do with women. If all you want to do is tell me about you, I went out with this girl and she telling me about all her bills and shit. And I'm thinking, why would I care about your bills?
I don't care about your bills. They ain't my bills.
And what I tell you,
they your bills.
Some of them bills, they come monthly. It ain't like a surprise bill. A blown tire is a surprise bill. But your car note, you finna be behind your car note. You finna be behind on your rent. Well, why you on a date? You should have been working.
I can't help you because
you should have been working.
That bill will come back next month, so you better get prepared for that one too.
Right.
So I can't help you with that.
No. Oh, can you help with my phone bill? No, they help you make them phone calls. Hell no.
Did I buy you that phone? Why I gotta pay for it?
Right. So and those little things give us an insight to who you are. I met this chick. This was back when I was super single. What you say, single? I was single. This chick asked me, we on a date. She said, "Are you that guy?" And I was like, "What? Hold on, what's that guy?" She said, "Are you the type of guy that would help a woman out if she needs?" I said, "What kind of help?" I said, "I'm good with this maintenance man shit, because that's what I'm thinking when she started going out. Yeah, if your plumbing need fixing, I can help you with your plumbing."
What plumbing you talking about?
What you talking about? Stupid. She's like, "Well, I got sick at work and I missed a few days. I just want to know if you're that guy that'll help a woman out if she need the $450 to pay rent." I said, "She my mama. Why the hell would I help with rent? You know." Hey, shit, sometimes you can't get sick. Hey, I had jobs I couldn't get sick. I was getting paid by the hour. We just meeting and you asking me for $450? Nah, I ain't that dude, Shawty. I ain't that dude.
Hey, if you need $450, why are we even out on this day?
Right, you should be working.
You wasted a lot of gas to get here. You need to say that.
You know?
Y'all is wild.
So when you say, "Oh, you make time," well, I just thought you was a good guy. You might be worth me. I ain't that good. I'm not. I ain't shit, really. So if you in need of some money, I'm the wrong guy to try to date.
I can't do it.
I can't do it.
I just can't. I wish I could. I wish I had it like that.
See, I ain't even finna waste one of my wishes on that shit. Yes. See, and you know, and that's why Ernest be talking trash. I try to be as honest as I can. In my mind, every woman start off as a maintenance man kind of woman. We there to do with it. We there to scratch each other back. After the conversation, if we see it's more, then yeah, I would love to progress. But I ain't thinking of you as a wife when I first meet you. I ain't thinking of you as a girlfriend when I first meet you. Because you can be pretty as you want to be, but you can also be pretty fucking retarded.
Right.
So, you know, I don't need a pretty retarded woman because you're still pretty retarded. So you understand the play on words. I need you to be pretty with good sense. I was trying to have a conversation with this one chick and she kept wanting to talk about love and hip hop.
We ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, we gonna do it. I'm gonna go fix your plumbing and I'm gonna send you on your way.
Right.
You know, I like going to this. I like going. Well, you should have did that earlier because I'm not that kind of dude. I like going to 5-star restaurant. What? How the hell what you work there? You clean the tables? What the hell? I make decent money. I don't go to 5-star restaurants. I only like food. I can't cook. Understand? Who I tell you my side chick was? Wendy and Crystal.
There we go.
Shit, they love me. They love me. They keep the window open for me sometimes. That's what I'm saying. Oh, hey.
Yeah, we all know about you. We all know about your appetite.
No, but
or lack thereof.
Hey, that's right. I'll tell you one second.
Can't even boil water.
Right.
Hey, you know what they said? The water won't bother me. I don't need to set it on fire. we at peace. Only time I need hot water is when I'm showering. That's it. You know, I don't drink coffee or tea. Right, Robin. That's that. When you meet the woman that makes you something different, you change.
Oh, absolutely.
That's how, and that's what I try to tell women. That's how most grown men know when it's right, because we don't know what we're looking for until we meet a woman who make us think differently and want to do better, and we don't even realize that they did it.
When you're interacting with it and you sitting there and you talking, you like, damn, I'm gonna have to step my shit up to my go. That's when you know that okay, she gonna be around for a minute. When she challenges you to be better, do better.
And she don't even have to say nothing. It's just that mental.
You're looking at yourself. It's a self-reflection on yourself. You're like, oh shit, I got
not to change the subject.
That's all I mean. They finna change the subject.
Not to change the subject, but I noticed something. None of us have on neckwear. Can you believe that? Something wrong.
But yeah, you supposed to have on that Scott. You the boss.
Look, something wrong.
I can't wear one because I got the bracelet on.
That don't count. That don't matter.
And actually, I forgot his bow tie.
Yeah, see, he's trying.
But this was a casual show.
He's trying to get me into the bow tie thing. I told him my hair was too big for the bow tie. He's like, nah, no, it ain't.
No, it's not.
See, I told him.
I know, because I'm looking at you and not to be funny. You kind of look like a quiz bowl student yourself, so I might pull it off.
Oh, what?
That's I don't know.
What's that, bro?
I said you look like a quiz bowl student. You got a big ass head.
Oh, quiz bowl. That was fucking hilarious. and what we do the next one? We're gonna spruce stuff a little bit. We're gonna show it because I already told him he's gonna have to step his game up. Okay. But this was a casual show, so
you keep saying step my game up like my
closet
is basic.
I ain't seen your closet.
I'm just saying, like you keep coming for me. I know I'm the young boy, but you acting like I got like the old courthouse suit from 1990. No. Nah, we good over here.
I know it. So that's what I'm saying. That's why I said you joined in.
Okay, all right. So just the way you worded it.
No, basically what we want to do. Basically what we want to do is
step that up.
Basically, when he says bring you in, improve the accessory game.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
That's what we
step up the accessory game with the ascots, bow ties, neckties, bracelets, sock game.
See, he'll ascot and sock tie.
You know what I mean? Sock game.
I'm a boot.
I do. I saw the sleeve. Right. I saw the sleeve.
I'm a boot and bow tie guy. Okay. So everybody got their own little something that they bring.
Right.
You know, some guys do watches and hats. I can't do them.
Right.
But the shoe game and the bow tie game, I'm on it. I can't do the ascot. Okay. But I can't believe he ain't got one. I tried to put
I'm getting ready to go to a black tie.
I tried to put an ascot on, man, and I thought I was being attacked by the Klan. I couldn't breathe. I started sweating like this shit ain't gonna work. Hold on,
I gotta go to a black tie.
Sasha said, "Men think that by telling me I'm beautiful, I'm about to put everyone on pause. No, show me you want to be with me. Put the work in. I will reciprocate. This ain't no free for all, and that's what they used to. Right? Society has made side chick acceptable." In the U.S., the strong, educated women get left behind. I'm good because I know what I can bring to the table, and that's right. And see, Sasha, when you run across,
she got that.
When you run across real
profile picture,
that's
a profile picture.
Right?
Okay, hold on, Sasha. Oh, it won't let me do it.
Okay.
But yeah, but then
we gotta see who that is.
She might be on.
Yeah,
all right. She might be on.
Right, but that's the thing, and see, that's what's up. We can sit around and say a lot of shit. And don't get me wrong, because I got two friends who swear they won't date nothing but ugly women. To me, that's just the funniest shit going. But they say ugly women are more faithful. And ladies, y'all know y'all said the same thing about ugly dudes. And who cheat on you? Because I watched divorce court and couples court and all that. It's a bunch of ugly ass dudes. A bunch of ugly ass dudes who dragging some pretty women through the mud because y'all thought they wasn't going to cheat. And don't get me wrong. And see, at some point, all of us know we not somebody's perfect cup of tea. Some of y'all ain't gonna like me because I got a beard. Some of y'all ain't gonna like me because it's white. Some of y'all ain't gonna like me because it's bald. Some of y'all ain't gonna like him because he ain't dark enough or because whatever, he too tall, he too short. Same thing with Ernest. See, at some point, we all have to accept that. We ain't for everybody. If a woman don't want a gentleman, a true Southern gentleman, she ain't gonna like me or Ernest. I don't know him like that. He sound like one, but if you don't want your, if you're that kind of woman who don't want your doors open, ain't no need to waste your time. Because if you open your door with me, I swear I'll take you back home. Like that.
I know. I'm gonna leave you outside that door you just opened, and I'm gonna go because you don't need me. You got it. What you need me for?
See, I just got to the point, and it don't matter now because I'm in a relationship. But before that, if I came to pick you up and you had pants, we'd just sit there in the parking lot till you figured out something was wrong. Because we don't need to be dressed alike. And if both of us was wearing pants, in my mind, we was dressed alike. It wasn't it took me to be 40. I was probably 42 before I could date a woman wearing pants and not be like, because my mom never wore pants. Even when it snowed, she always had on a dress or a skirt. So if a woman had on pants, I'm just like.
You were just trying to get up under that skirt.
No, I just never knew that. I just never. My mama told me that women wore.
Your first love is your as a young man.
I give you that.
Your first love is your mom, and as a girl, your first love is your father. So if your mom, speaking from a male perspective, if your mom is everything, right, you're going to seek a woman that is similar to your mother.
I give you that.
And the same thing for girls.
Right. I think that's why I'm single, because I was raised by my grandmother. It's a hard woman to match up to.
Right, and you want certain values. Like I say, and with that, it took me because every time, like I say, and it was crazy because that shit was like slamming shoe. I was like, oh, and you can look cute in your pants. I mean, they look nice. They got the jeans with the booty popped up, but this our first date. You know what I'm saying? I got on slacks and a collared shirt. I'm not here in sweats.
You know what? Let's talk about that too, D. Let's talk about that because nobody brought that up.
The way he said that, it's like I'm off in trouble. I'm not in trouble.
I'm
glad we ain't got but 30 minutes left.
Right.
And I posted this in the group too. What do you wear on a first date?
And like I said, for me, I'm gonna wear slacks, a collared shirt, and I'm gonna bring a sport coat. Cause I can take the sport coat. If we go bowling, like say I roll my sleeves up, I can dress down. But
you can't dress up.
Right. You can't, because like I say, if we going somewhere nice, I can throw the jacket on and bam, I'm there. Like I said, because I still got this on. I'm still fashionable, but they go in a sweatsuit. I'm
doing jeans, probably some dress shoes, and a button up.
Right.
And I got a blazer.
And when I say like jeans is fine, but not the holy jeans.
Yeah, no. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing the skinny jeans, and I ain't doing the baggy jeans. A nice pair of good blue jeans, and button up.
Right. And like I see guys doing stuff. Because even when I would go to my daughter's basketball game, I had on slacks and a shirt, and I'm looking at some of these who look like they just got through taking out the trash. Ladies, if you come out there with your little what's the shit they come out, the little nightgown shit, them flannels, like that's something, or the spandex, that's not what you wear on the first date. I mean, that's what you wear on the first hotel meeting. Wear your spandex then. Wear your easy access clothes then.
First impressions are everything.
Right. If you want me to respect, women ain't got it rough on the first date. Sasha, what they got to do is if that's what you want to be, if you're going to portray yourself as a grown-ass woman, do grown-ass woman shit.
Fair.
And you can be, I'm going to tell you this, and I've seen this, two women can wear the same dress. On one, it's a slut dress. On one, it's a classic dress. It's about how they carry themselves. If you stand up straight when you walk and you command presence and you got on your heels and you don't walk like you killing roaches, you're a whole different woman than that woman who dragging just like she a fucking foot stomp. She's clack, clack, clack. And, you know, her cleavage is a little too low. How in the hell you at the club if you got to keep pulling your dress down?
Wrong dress.
We call it clues 1, 2, 3, and 8. Wrong dress. Unless you plan on doing something in the car. You put that.
Sorry.
Okay. Oh shit. Every time I wish y'all could see.
That her pop-up game is strong,
her pop-up.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? And she's so pretty. So when she pop up like that and she look at me, look at that smile. But I'm glad I left my credit card in the car. She come over and I know I'm in trouble. So what am I in trouble for now?
No, I would just like to say the etiquette there is you never need your ass out. You should literally have on shorts. It's just an illusion that you create not to have your butt out.
Right.
Because I mean, but you know, my grandma had this situation where she would literally throw something on the floor. Now show me how you gonna pick that up. If you can't pick it up and without me seeing your butt, then you need to go take it off. So I figured it out.
See, and that's the kind of thing where and we need people like her. When we do Future Gens, we need people to teach these young girls what to do because some of their role models, some of these mamas ain't shit. And you know, it's funny. People say sometimes you need to be the best you can be. Some people don't need to be themselves. Some people need to be other people.
Right.
Because they screwing it up. I'm at a church, and here come a mom and the son pants sagging down. And the boy walked through the door and let the door shut on the mom. So I'm just looking. She ain't said nothing. And he said, can I get $10 to get something for breakfast? And she finna give it to him. I just looked at her. And she said, why are you looking at me like that? I said, so you finna give this boy $10 who won't open the door and won't pull his pants up in front of you. You think he gonna ever respect another woman? He won't respect you. Well, I tried, but his dad, I said, what his dad got to do with this shit? And I tell people, the reason my mom was such a great influence on me is she taught me. I could practice with her on how to treat women. With my sons, I can't make them open the door for me. It ain't the same. But their mama, she could make them learn how to open doors. She could make them learn how to do so because they could practice with her. So your son can't open the door for you, so he get used to opening the door for women. And that's why when women get this excuse about ain't no man around, to be a gentleman, the best person to learn is from their mom and their sisters because they get their constant practice. I can't open the door for him in this practice because we ain't going to keep doing it. I mean, I'm open the door, I'm going to hold it, but I ain't going to open it for him. I'm going to hold it when he come behind me.
If you open my door, bro, I'm uncomfortable. I don't want to hang out with you.
Exactly.
I don't know what you're
saying. When I get that, right, you know what I'm saying?
I'm good. I got it.
See, I'm finna have to stab you. but that's it. And we want you to dress nice. We want you to dress something that appeals to our eyes, not to our loins. Sure. When you wear that Morris Day, when you talk about that easy access baby dress, you know what I'm thinking about all night? I'm waiting for you to get finished eating so we can go to the hotel no-tail. And women got it easier. Women got it easier if they dress, and I hate to say this, but a white guy told me this. Dress for the role that you want, not for the role that you got. So if you act like you somebody, people treat you like you somebody. Ernest said on one instant, he didn't know it. Ernest took a flight somewhere, he got moved to first class. You know why he got moved to first class? Why you got moved to first class, Ernest?
My dress.
It wasn't because he was tall, it wasn't because he was black, because you know black people don't get shit. But the fact that he had on a suit made people treat him different. When I wear a suit, people treat me differently. And I know this. So ladies, if you want guys to treat you differently, you know, it's cute to wear that name brand shit.
So
men don't know about name brand shit. We don't care.
Let me explain why I asked that question, because I see people out on dates, right? Sis got her hair on point, nails on point, gear banging, heels on point, right? Dude sagging, probably have on some Jordans or some Timbs. You lucky if you got a polo shirt on, right? And they look opposite.
Right.
They look opposite. Like, it looks like she put work in to go on this date.
Right.
And he just rolled out of bed like, yo, what's up? I see that all the time.
Robert says, first impressions are overrated because you're not going to find out everything in one meeting. I hate stereotypes and traditions. I'd rather have you feeling comfortable than trying to impress me on a date. Then we go deep into a relationship, the real you comes out. Do you and I'm going to do me. It's not a job interview. But Rob, the first thing, go ahead.
Please.
Go ahead.
First impressions are everything. And people do judge, Rob, okay, whether we like it or not. People judge constantly. And I've done speaking engagements. These are facts from all over. I'm also in AICI, which is a image consultant international organization that does nothing but work on image, etiquette, so forth and so on. People judge. I'll give you an example real quick. If you're walking down the street, anybody, you're walking down the street, and you got 4 young men walking towards you, right? One of them got a hat to the back, jeans sagging. Next one got sweats on, his is sagging. The next one got on skinny jeans and a hoodie, and the other one got on just, skinny jeans and a throwback. You're walking towards them. They're walking towards you. Just based on sight, you have to make a decision. And 9 times out of 10, based on that, you're going to walk on the other side of the street. Now, you got some tough guys out here who are going to walk right through them, right? But you still made a conscious decision based on how someone is dressed. Whether you like it or not, Rob, real rap, image is everything.
So look at it like this. When you meet people, if you're having a conversation, within probably 10 to 15 minutes of that conversation, they're going to ask you a few things. One is probably going to be, so what do you do? And they ask you this question for one reason. They want to understand how much respect they're going to give you. So if you say, I'm a janitor and he's a CEO, he's going to start judging. But if you say, I'm in IT or I'm a software engineer, he's calculating and he said, oh, he does a little something for himself. Now, I could be just as hood or ghetto as the next person, but he's going to give me a different level of respect because he thinks I'm on the same or a closer level than him. So people do judge.
But that's if you have a conversation.
Right.
We ain't even got to the conversation part.
Go.
We're talking straight facing. Straight up. Image is everything. And as Odessa says, and it's on my business cards, you never miss your opportunity to make a first impression. You'll never get a do-over. Now, you might get a do-over, but that first impression is going to be stuck in the back of that person's head.
Even if you get a do-over, it's not really a do-over.
Exactly.
Because someone has already made a judgment about you.
Exactly.
And you got to work twice, maybe 3 times as hard to change
undo
that judgment.
And what you got to do is realize first sight is not always the first impression, because we see people all the time and we give them no impression. Right. When the first time I remember Ernest meeting me was at my job, and I was already dressed appropriately. He said something. So that was his first impression of me because he saw me in my environment. The first time I met Tremaine, I saw him, but we didn't meet.
Right.
So even though technically that was my first contact with him, I had no concept because there was no reason to. It's like, hey, he at work, he doing his job, boom. I didn't care. I don't even think we shook hands or introduced each other.
I was like, hey, what up? And kept moving.
And that was it. Now, the second time that we met, that was my first impression because we actually got a chance to talk. And based on that conversation, one, he still don't know if I'm shit. I don't know if he's shit. Right. But based on that first conversation, we had a mental connection. He said some things. We shared some knowledge. So, boom, that was my true first impression, even though we had seen each other before. So when you're on a date, that's a planned event. So that is a first impression because I may see you on the street and think, oh, she hot, she this and this. But that's not really my first impression. It's my first visual memory. Yes. But the first impression is that date. So how you come to that date, whether you smell good, whether your toes crusty, whether your lips shut. Oh, because now we looking at each other, we grading each other. Y'all seen Little Connection with that first. What was your first impression? Because then you know you're going to meet somebody. It ain't a chance meeting. It's not. I do my show. And it's funny when people always want to tell me about how my life was until they find out I'm from the hood. Because I choose not to say wood, street, and all that. It don't mean I don't know how. It just serves no purpose. It won't get me paid. Nobody pays me for talking slang. So I learned to speak the Queen's English. Because there's something about getting paid that just appeals to me. Call me shallow, but there's something about money that does actually make the world go round. So yeah, I do put on, I put my best foot forward when I know I'm coming out. I got shorts. I got raggedy pants. I'm not coming in here like that. Got my shirt, got little creases in it. It's all clean, ain't got no spot. Because I'm here with these gentlemen and the producer who keep looking over. It is about the first impression. It is. The first time I came here, I came dressed. So you can't get over those, especially when they're intentional first impressions. You know people come to see you. You know what they're doing. And you have to dress for the occasion. If women want to be respected, they have to dress a certain way. If we want to be treated like grown-ass men, we have to dress a certain way. And there's just no getting around that. Now, we do a fashion show. When we go to a fashion show, it really don't matter how I go in because the fashion designer is going to dress me. They are. But when we do casting calls, which I don't do no more because Ernest, he made me bougie.
That's right.
They tell you what to wear, and you do certain things because you want to be picked. I don't want to be picked no more. Baby. When you call me, it's because you know who I am and you want me. Because I make that impression. And that's how it goes. And too often we make excuses, but when ain't it a job interview? When ain't it? Tremaine, no. Here's smart dude. I'm going to give him that. He know when I invited him here. He know it's part of another test to see if he going to step his game up. He impressed me the first time we spoke. We spoke, what, 2-3 hours? Yeah. It's supposed to have been a 12-minute conversation.
For real. Like, hey,
12 minutes. Time. And he said, damn, you done passed half my shift away. Right. And the conversation was cool. It was really cool.
You must have done something because he reached out to me like, yo, hey, you got to get this guy in. I'm like, what guy? It's my man Tremaine.
I ain't saying this is bad, but I got a private group. I brought him in just like that. Just because like, okay, this is what it is. He talk a good game. He taking care of his daughter, which I can totally appreciate. And so, yeah, that was our first impression. He wasn't talking all crazy, talking, just nonsense shit. And that's what I look for. You know what I learned? Women love an intelligent man. See, where the producer at? See, I don't care how good you look. I guarantee you, most of what we're looking for as grown-ass men is a woman who is turned on by intellectual conversation. See,
I think that was you. You put a picture up.
Oh, yes, sir.
That was you,
yes,
right?
Yes, sir.
I love that.
Yes, sir.
I love that picture, bro.
Yes, sir.
That's how you get it. Right here, you get my mind, you got me.
Ask these women, when you can get inside their head, and I like to say, when you start living rent-free because they thinking about you and something you said, shit.
They close on that mind.
You know what I'm saying? They give you 2 strikes. They'll let you make 2 mistakes just because they know you're intelligent. Now, if all you bring is a good look and a hot body, that worked for them when they 20, 30, 35 maybe. But when you want to really be there, get inside their head.
There you go.
Wait till they want to have a conversation and they want to hear more than, oh, you're so pretty. Oh, your body is this. Oh, your body is that. When you talk to a woman, you don't mention her body. You just sit there. You give her a little compliment. You're looking nice, and you get into deep conversation. And she got that little devious innocent smile.
She popped up. Yes, ma'am.
Well, I always say, it's easy to catch my attention. The job is to hold it. Because you're not firing on all your feelings. It's like, okay, well, okay, bye.
Because she going to see good-looking men on a regular basis. Hey. What is it about a good-looking man that keep her attention? And, okay, your example with the murderer don't count because when the murderer go to court, everybody know he in there for murder. So he can work if he want to. That first impression is this brother's in here for murder.
He can dress how he wants. He going to jail.
But he's just trying to respect the establishment.
But see, now, if you know...
So you get a lesser sentence.
But if you want to know about a good murderer, ask good murderers how they get away with it because they dress the part where it's easy to violate people's space. Because if you walk up with a hoodie and an axe in your hand, he don't get to kill nobody. But you look at the most successful serial killers, they all had personality and charm, and they dress nice. They dress nice.
Charisma gets you a long way. And then if you look halfway decent and you dress halfway decent, you can get in a lot of rooms and rub shoulders with a lot of people.
Right. Ladies talk a lot of shit about this dude with these gray sweatpants, but I guarantee if the dude with the gray sweatpants and the dude with the suit walked up, they're going to look and they're going to think about the dude with the gray sweatpants in these 12 minutes they get. But that dude with the suit on, he going to get more than 12 minutes.
That's right, Dessa.
He going to get more than 12 minutes.
Tell him, Dessa.
She popped up again.
This dude with his gray sweatpants, he better be on his way to hitting hammers with slick. You know what I'm saying? His shit better be on his construction that day. Get back to your regular pants.
And that's what's up.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
And I'm not knocking that.
Right.
But we don't want to accept that. And see, and that's where, like I say, I understand the roles. We messed it up for a lot of guys. Like, we messed around and got some good women who messed it up for a lot of other women who would have had potential had we not had that good woman. Because I'm sure we done all lost a good woman. Either because we wasn't ready or whatever, the stars wasn't aligned right. Yeah. So the women that came after that, they got held to a higher standard because this woman made me feel like this. Yeah. You good, but you right here.
Right. If you can't beat that, I can't rock with you because I know what greatness feels like.
A good woman is like cocaine. We want to get to that same high.
We want that high.
We don't want to get high. We need to get to that high where it's here. So if you can't do that,
better.
Right, we want to at least get there. But if you right here, now.
Right. I need to start losing sleep. I can't eat.
Right.
Like, if I can't feel like that, I don't know if we're gonna make
it. And Angelica said it. When are you not being interviewed? Because if I'm not interviewing you, really all I'm thinking about is being a one-hitter quitter. We can get this in and you can go on about your business. But if you got long-term potential, oh yeah, I'm looking at you a whole different way because I'm listening to what you say. I'm gonna tell you, I could be able to tell you more about how your mouth moves because I'm watching the words come out your mouth now. Because now you mentally stimulate me, and when that mental stimulation comes, see, you seen that video they put in there about how men look for body shit? That's some dumb shit. Don't pay. I mean, that's some 20 shit. But when you're a grown man, you seen a bunch of fine girls in your life. You seen a bunch of pretty girls.
Absolutely.
I still want to find pretty, but I need to come. That mental ain't 30. It ain't 33. That mental is 56% minimum. Because if we can't have no conversation, the best thing when you know you got the right one, the easiest way to tell is when y'all can lay around and do nothing and everybody's okay. I ain't got to entertain her. She ain't got to entertain me. We might not even cut the TV on. We can just lay there and look at the ceiling and everybody's cool.
On that note, every woman is not taught that you got to be more than just a pretty face.
You're right, and every dude ain't taught that he got to be more than a tool, and that's when you got to keep them in that role because that's all they want to be and leave them there. Some want to step up, some don't. The ones that want to step up, you might meet a dude and he everything visually, but he ain't right there.
Dinner on the first date.
Or I'm gonna say he's gonna pay, but he ain't ready yet. But if you bring out something to him, he gonna step his game up automatically.
Absolutely.
And that's how I tell women. You don't have to tell a man what you want because then you give him a play card.
There you go.
If you tell me what you want, I'm gonna do what you want to get what I want. Don't tell me find out because if you don't tell me, then you gonna meet a better me. Mm-hmm. And then we sit there and we talk. If you like the conversation, we go a little bit further, but you don't have to say a lot of things. And if you see where, especially because a lot of women are better than men mentally. If you see where I'm trainable, not all of them. If you see where I'm trainable and I'm willing to improve, then you're going to give me a little bit more time. If I'm just stuck and I keep talking about, man, I bet you know some tricks. Oh, look at you. Oh, you
that's going to be a problem.
And that's what a lot of guys want to do because
meet my family or my kids.
But because a lot of women think that the way to a man is either through his stomach or through his loins. Right. And for a lot of them that is, just know what you're asking for. For a grown ass man, we still want you to get to our loins. But we want this.
And I want you to feed me too. I do want you to feed me. But you're going to have to get my mind. But you can cook. You can cook while you get my mind.
How long have we been married? You've been married. Yeah, you've been married. Exactly, Rob. You've been married 12 years. Now, Ernest ain't married. He ain't none of us married. Because this show is about, but Robert, when I do the show with married guys, I still got some number. I'm calling because I want y'all to come on here. We're going to do a show with married couples because I want y'all to share some stuff. But this is for the women who were single wanting to know why this, why that. Because sometimes y'all put yourselves in bad positions. Absolutely. And good dudes will pass you over. Because you know what most good dudes are doing and that I can't get women to accept? Most good men are working or taking care of their real family. So we ain't got time to be at the club or in all these other places where you can meet us because we busy taking care of shit. So I know a bunch of good dudes, but we too busy working. We don't fit into your thing of why we ain't out in the street all the time. We ain't got time for that. We ain't got time. We trying to build something. He trying to build his empire. He trying to build his. I'm trying to build mine. We don't try. So
we don't try.
When we meet that woman with queen potential, we want her to be able to come into something. We want her to be able to come in and add to.
And add to that. Exactly.
We don't need her to build it with us. We want her to add to it because it's something that we left out because we don't have that feeling touch. We don't have that influence. The reason we can get along and not agree on everything is because we make each other think about something. Well, shit, I didn't think about that. Maybe I do need to do this. That's a good idea. Because if everybody in your corner is amen to you, you need to go stand on a different street corner. Yeah. We don't need all that. Let's see, Robert, if you pick up said woman, no, Lydia's asking Robert a question.
Hey, Lydia.
Oh, hey, okay. Lydia. Look at it. That's my. I mean, he know Lydia. Hold on, we gotta check out that picture because I see the pro. Girl, look.
Hey, whoa, y'all close that. Y'all doing a lot of looking. Oh, back on up.
Hold on. You looking at what's going on?
Fair enough.
I can't even remember the question no more. No. We ain't married because we got different standards. See, Robert, you met yours 12 years ago. And see, a lot of people settle, and that's why they keep getting divorces. See, remember, I've been divorced twice because I settled, because I thought. And I was into perceptions and traditions because I had a different perception of me at a younger age. Now I'm not doing that. And that's the thing. You have to become self-aware, know who you are and where you are so that you don't settle for other shit. And at some point, we probably were all in different places. But like my man said when he talked about his daughter's mother, it didn't work with them. It don't mean they can't be good co-parents.
Absolutely.
See, I talked to him. He ain't got no animosity with. He ain't got no animosity with her.
The one thing about I say this about my child's mother. So I didn't have my daughter until I was 34. So I was pretty in a good position when I had my child, and Me and her mother, we dated for 7 years. We was actually engaged. So my daughter was conceived from love. So it wasn't like it was a hit or quit and a baby just showed up. It wasn't that at all. But when we split, and I can say the mother of my child has done a lot of things out of emotional hurt that will have me looking at her with the side eye. But the one thing I never, ever had to question is she going to be a great mom for my child? It's just she loved my child. And that's the only thing that really matters to me. That's the only thing that I have to focus on. Right. How she treats me, even though she does some of the craziest things, that really doesn't concern me. It's just emotions. You handle your emotions on your own time. Right. But when it comes to our kid, she loves her. I love her. We focus on that. We're good to go. What else is there to do? We can get back together. We ain't never get back together. So why I got to worry about that? Right. That's not my problem.
And and that's what everybody got to learn. I mean, Robert, you said find a good God-fearing woman in Bill. That only works for people who believe in it. And see, that's what too many people lose out, because that's what tradition and perception say. What if they don't believe in God? So then why would they look for a God-fearing woman? Because they're not going to be equally yoked, because they got different perceptions.
And what's their position of good?
Right. So, and if that's what you was looking for, it worked for you. Like I say, it's 3 of us here. And we got a lot of similarities, but we got a lot of differences in what we like. So we could sit here, we could probably walk outside right now, and everybody could pick out the woman they think is the hottest, and we ain't gonna have the same perception.
True.
Because that's what we do. And if we talk to 12 different women, we probably gonna still come away with a different list of how we rate these 12 because of who we are and where we are and what we want. Like I say, he don't want some of the same things I want. Ernest don't. So we're gonna all be different. You just got to find out what worked for you and who stimulates you. Because sometimes it ain't even that Oprah Winfrey type woman that'll stimulate you.
Right. And I even go further than that. We could date the same woman, and she gonna do something different for me than she did to you. It's about how I made her feel.
Right.
So when you say good, that's relative. That's real relative. So yeah, I wish it was that easy to go find a good God-fearing woman and just build. It's not. You act like that's just popping off across the street. It doesn't work like that.
And I guarantee. Where's my producer at? Every guy don't bring out the same thing in her. She's still the same woman, but every guy makes her feel a little different way because of who they are. They can all do the same things, but they're not going to all do the same things alike.
Right.
Yes? She's shaking her head. That means amen. Y'all can't see her shaking her head.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, again, I grew up a tomboy. So for one thing, I'm inside your head before you even realize, because it's just one of those things. Like the whole, oh, she cute, she got on heels and blah, blah, blah. You know, I really don't think it all that serious. I wasn't the girl in pink. I wasn't the girl with the baby dolls and all that stuff. I was in a tree and I was somewhere helping a dude fix a car. Like, just be real. So, yeah, but it takes a lot.
Right, and at different stages, because even when you grew up a tomboy, when you were 21, you probably looked for something different than you do now. Because your mindset is different, your experiences are different. All these play an important part. Oh, it's 2 o'clock. We got to get ready to go.
And you may look back like, so why not choose him? Why?
You know,
young and dumb.
How many of y'all seen them people from high school who was hot back in high school, and now? Because I got a lot of classmates. I'll be like, man, I'm so glad
my high school sweetheart still fine though. I'm just gonna put that out there.
It's 2 o'clock, and I don't want us to get the lights cut off on us. Because I don't want to get kicked out, because we still in the hood.
Right.
I don't want to get kicked out. I want to be better than that. So hey, I appreciate y'all for joining us. I want to thank Tremaine Santiago.
Thanks for having me.
You want to share your information just in case anybody want to holler at you, inbox or whatever.
Don't
do it through me. Don't do it through me.
My name is Tremaine Santiago.
Tremaine Tremay.
Never mind.
N-E.
So you can follow me on Facebook, and then holler at your boy. We'll go from there.
Ernest,
what's that, sir?
Give me information, bro, how to find you, because I'm not introducing nobody. They could be serial killers. Y'all could be serial killers. I'm not introducing nobody to nothing. Find out for your damn self.
You're a hater, bro.
Yeah. I just don't want y'all saying you introduced me to that guy. Tell them how to find you, Ernest, boy.
I'm still gonna say that. Like, I only know her because I knew you. If I ain't know you, I wouldn't have met her. Still your fault, bro.
This why I'm gonna give me some white friends. Go ahead, Ernest. Tell them how to find you.
Ernest Moore, One More Gent, Future Gents Official on IG. That's it. I'm almost maxed out, so I'm about to create another page.
If you got boys 6 to 18, you got the Future Gent Academy.
Academy.
Holler at them. That's what we do. Go ahead.
Maybe I might do another fashion show.
Okay, that's already in the works. I don't know why he's saying maybe. But anyway, we're going to do another 100-man walking.
Because
but man says he got to show somebody.
We have a bigger calling now than just walking the runway.
Let's do it.
We got lives to save. We got young men's lives to save. And every single time I turn the news on and I see another young kid being murdered by somebody who looks like him or somebody who don't look like him, I got problems. We got to do something.
So understand, this is what we do. All right, I'm Darren. I enjoy it. I enjoy this. I'm gonna be back.
That's a fast.
That's a fast.
That's a fast.
You can find me. I'm on Facebook. Darren Bell. I'm sorry, Darren A. Bell or Darren Peter. Come see me on Random Thoughts with DVP. But make sure now, because I'm gonna be back to Instinct Radio. So download the app. You can see the whole 360 thing as we improve. They're gonna get me a door because they tricking me. I'm on Instagram. RTW with DVP13 and DVP13. I'm on Wednesday 6 to 8. Come check me out. If y'all got something y'all want to talk about, you can inbox Mica Nicole, inbox Demeter Watson, send something to Ernest, Tremaine, send it to me. I got 12 pages. We'll make it happen. All right. Oh, Robert Stafford does music. Check him out, rlstaffordmusic.com. He got some. It ain't Christian music, it's spiritual music. I'm gonna give him that. So we're gonna get out of here because she's finna hit some lights on us, and because we're in the hood. I am scared of the dark now. I've grown up. I don't run as fast as I used to, so
I ain't running.
I ain't either.
They bigger than me, so I'm gonna stand behind them. I'm still a chicken. I want to thank our pretty producer.
Yes.
She did a good job of making me feel guilty, which is hard to do, but I'm gonna change some of my ways. You got anything you want to say to him as we get ready to depart?
Follow us, status_network.
What's that?
What was that?
Status_network.
That's you? Okay, I didn't even get that.
Okay, boom.
All right, so I'm supposed to. Oh yeah, one last thing. You're supposed to give a pardon. You're supposed to give a pardon thing. That's one of Mica Nicole's things. You got any pardon things you want to say? Give us some word. Give us a sentence of encouragement. Words to live by.
First thing I ask young men when I meet them, who are you?
Who are you?
I live by this, man. Trust your dopeness. You're dope. Trust your dopeness. Don't be nobody else. Trust your dopeness.
Y'all know what I
sunglasses on. Let me
better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Sunglasses on.
All
Let
right.
me get like my man over here.
All right, so
sunglasses.
We got to run, so y'all know what it is. Peace, popcorn, and chicken grease. Until next time, we'll holla.
It's Mica, the Mica Nicole Show. It's Mica.